my buddy Dash for this episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash
Talking
and
in
Dave.
the third person. That's
The way
weird.
The way you feel.
Happy Saturday, guys. Roma versus Juve. Not really, is it? Really, there's no derby name for this. It's just Roma versus Juve. The Zebras
nobody cares
versus the
about
Wolves.
Roma. Screw it. Yeah.
I think no one cares about this game. No, look, this is going to be a pretty big game to end the year out on. Genoa essentially gifted us Dragosin. Big ups to Dragosin. Gave us a huge nod with that equalizer against Inter. So Inter dropped points. And look, I'm going to be blunt here. And I got smoke at the call-in show if people start giving me some pettiness for this. But I don't give a damn if we look pretty. I don't care if it's an ugly win, a good win, a beautiful win. As long as we have one more goal, more than the guys that we're playing in, I take it. This is one of those games you need to find a way to win.
Absolutely.
And if I get someone in the call-in show that tells me we looked ugly, I am kicking you out. 100%.
You know what? Sometimes the ugly ones know how to do it right. So keep that in mind. Never pass up one of the ugly ones with a good personality.
Mourinho. You are not going to look good against Mourinho.
No, it's going to look like crap. But we'll have fun with this one. Regardless, we're here. We got you. We got your back. So welcome in. Guys, I have to implore you all, hit that subscribe button. We were so close. So close to 1,800. So close to 1,800. Let's do this, guys. Yeah, let's give us a New Year push here, starting off at the 1.8 mark. Let's do it. Smash the subscribe button. Hit the like, of course. Don't forget to leave your comments. Let us know how you feel. Let Dash know how ugly we look today, especially.
All right.
As he hides behind his massive... Can't even see how ugly he looks. He's hiding behind his microphone.
Right.
So there was a lot of predictions today, and I will be announcing the midterm leaders there on the predictions. So of note as well, got some Boxing Day deals. Yes, we're still a budget channel, guys. That's why I need you to like and subscribe. But as you can see, right behind me, I have all of this year's kits. So the winner's going to get a kit off the wall. So if you haven't started already, it's not too late. Nobody has really come out and away with it. But to do that, get into the Discord. That's how we track it all. There's the barcode up there to the top left. You can also get the link down in the description. Keep it coming. But theme of the predictions today is a big fat 1-0 Juve, me included. So we'll see. It's the feeling. People got the feeling. She's gonna be a 1-0 or I mean, Mourinho Allegri. It's Mourinho Allegri ball. It's, I don't know. What's like the two worst armies battling it out in history? It's like the French and the Italians. How about that? It's the French and the Italians going to war. Nobody's going to win because they're both going to run away. No, I hope we have a battle on our hands. They're going to fight, of course. It's going to be a defensive matchup. It's going to be Cortomuso. It's going to be mind games upon mind games, tactical changes, substitutions at key moments, all of that. That's going to be the difference maker today. Those small little changes throughout the game. The games within the game, if you will. So, I decided, Dash, that we're going to try something different today.
Oh, yeah?
You ready for it?
Go
I'm
for
using
it.
one football instead of Fop Mob. Trying it out.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Already, they only show one team at a time for the starting 11. It's fine. We'll work with it. So Juve have taken that Gatti, Bremer, Danilo across the back with Costas, Rabiot, Locatelli, McKennie, and Weah in for the suspended Cambiaso. And up top, we once again have Vlahovic and Yildiz. Yildiz starting 2 matches in a row now. That it's got to say something, no?
Yeah.
It's got
Yes, it does. Sorry, I'm pulling up some numbers. Somebody on Discord gave me a good idea, so I'm doing some work here.
Ooh, okay. Dash in the background. Keep things going. Discord stuff happening. So Dybala, he is starting. I'm surprised.
How long he'll last, I have no idea.
That's another good question. Good thing they're not playing at the Stadio Olimpico today, so he will probably have a few more minutes in his legs. I don't know if that was an underhanded comment, but you know how they have the photography an hour or two before the match? You know, just the empty stadium, kind of getting the atmosphere built up pre-match. And there was one just right down at grass level, and it just said, "The grass is looking fine today," or something to that effect. Is that a dig? As saying, like, look, the Allianz Stadium, we got some sexy ass grass here. Look at how perfect this is. Even no divots. This thing is class. But those other guys, my lord, the ACLs it has taken, it's like the sacrificial ACL. Dash, you know them all. Dybala, you do. You're the ACL guy. Who have they taken at that stadium? So
the Olimpico. It took Tammy Abraham, which was Roma's best striker. Took obviously Chiesa. Took Demiral. Took Zaniolo twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's a death toll there. So I believe that was an underhand comment. I'm gonna go with that. That might be a bit tinfoily, but is what it is. So Patricio in net, Indica, Lorente, and Mancini along the back. Watch out for Mancini. That guy is a bum. Zaluski, Bove, Paredes, Cristante, and Christensen in the mid. Lukaku, Dybala up top. 3-5-2 versus 3-5-2. Terror ball at its finest. Here we go. Players are on the pitch. So what's this project you got going on in the background?
So somebody, I think it was Vlad, that said go on to SofaScore and look up the conversion rates for all Serie A strikers and compare them to Dusan, and that I am doing right now, and I'm making a little bit of a list while the game's getting started here.
Are you checking it twice, or is that too late in the year now to make that joke? Little late. It's a little late, yeah. Yeah, Chad, I don't know. No, I don't agree with this, Goose. Okay, he's worried that we'll have the same problem with Genoa. We don't know what to do when we actually have possession, since Roma don't want it either. They actually, Juve somehow, when they're in this situation, always figure out. They always get that one goal. And that could just be anecdotal, like recent memory. That could be completely false. I don't have the numbers in my head currently. But I think in recent memory, and even against Roma, that, no, we know how to figure these guys out. Genoa, those matches, they're different because they're not watched in and out. They don't have high-profile players, right? They don't have the scouting reports to the same effect. Like, everybody knows how Juve play. Everyone knows how Inter Milan, Roma, they all know how they play. These mid-table teams, especially if they're just on, if they're just fired up, they have those good matches. Bologna, Sassuolo. You just see these random Frosinone against Napoli a couple weeks ago in the Copa, right? You never know. Things. It's football. Any given Sunday. Yeah, you just don't know. When you have Mourinho and Allegri, I think this is one of the most predictable matches you can have. Now, if I'm wrong and it's a complete shit show, like it was a couple years ago, that 4-3, I'm down for it. Let's have it. It's more fun that way. But it's better to temper your expectations and then be surprised if it turns into a shit show and then just enjoy the ride when it happens.
Right.
Goose ready for Gatti versus Lukaku. I think Danilo's going to pocket Lukaku a lot. Just because of the experience. I don't know. We'll see, because Lukaku is on the left. Yeah, I think Danilo. I think it's going to be a Danilo battle. We'll see. Things switch up as the game goes on. Again, I never said you were. I did last time say he was a United fan, but I didn't today. Jeez. There is a United fan that comes in here every so often. And now I feel like a douchebag because I can't remember anybody's name. But obviously you got to come back because it's been a little bit. So come on back. Remind me who you are.
Okay. So
Kick
I finished
off,
it. We do have kickoff. I'm gonna go over it during halftime. So I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I took 10 of the top scorers in Serie A, including Dusan, and I ran the conversions numbers, and we'll have a fun conversation with that.
All right.
All right,
I will
Davo,
sync everything. Sorry, what?
What time are you at in the game? I'm at like 40 seconds.
40 already. Jeez. Let me try to refresh then. See if it'll bump up.
Because I got Yildiz, I got a bunch of these guys moving and doing and cooking right now.
Ooh, okay. Well, just call it. I'll sync up when I'm ready at the 1 minute mark.
That's what she said.
I'm at 57, so we're almost there.
All right, I'm at 1:12. See if I can pause it without it moving forward. So you're at 1:03.
Well, here we go anyways. So you said they were shaking and baking.
Here we go. And then we have the ball, so obviously it's going to be some terror ball here.
I mean, we throw that term around a lot. Let's see how right we are. Weah coming back, starting after about a month.
I hate Paramount. I hate Paramount Plus with a passion.
We also remember today, everyone, for Fubo and apparently for Paramount Plus here, you can change your commentary to Italian, so you don't have to listen to the crap English one. You have options. Kostic in somebody's back. What's their counter today, everyone? See, Goose saying Kostic already crossing into solid objects. Are we starting that counter?
You want to do Kostic? Do you want to do some? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, college just figured it out too.
No shit, Italian it is. Jose already writing things down on his paper.
Yeah, is he writing a journal or is he writing love letters to Allegri? What does he do on that piece of paper?
Jeez, this quality is terrible. What is this, 720?
Mm-hmm.
Get your shit together, Paramount.
It is. It's all 720. That's the Italian feed.
Good Lord, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. So Roma's not really forcing much of a press, but there's a lot of space in the middle of the pitch with Rome right now. So Juve look like they're attempting to try to go long ball it, but
what's Roma doing? Are they even playing?
No, they are. They're trying to gauge and see what Juve's press is and what they're going to do. But first, there's a long ball to Lukaku that sails over him. Bremer, it looks like Bremer's man marking him where Danilo's covering the space on the outside to Dybala. Dybala is an interesting position. Dybala's gone completely out wide right, and he's gone one-on-one with Rabiot. Doesn't even look to dribble past Rabiot and goes for the pass. Kostic slips. I don't know how.
Huh.
Yeah.
Some nice grass, though, right? No, it's like, it's some nice grass.
He went. He was gone.
Cross in, no. Danilo gets the head up on it. Dybala throws it in again. Oh, that went off the post. That was a Cristante one from just outside the box and smashes off the left post and out for a throw. Yeah, McKenny's learned some Italian. He knows what's up. Vlahovic tucking his hands in. Because that might have, I don't know, might have touched, but still. He was tucked.
No,
Bit
that's
of a
not
let
a pen.
off.
That's not a pen.
No, it's not.
No way in hell that's a pen.
No, I'm just saying that
Unless it's Davide Massa.
No, it's Davide fucking Massa. He's got a middle name. Dybala tries to cross that in. Give away in a dangerous area down low. Not very good. It's like Rome did nothing for 3 minutes, and they're like, okay, got this. Because it looked like they didn't even show up the first couple minutes. But here's a corner for him. This is interesting. I feel that Dybala has really rushed his return.
He always does.
Because all he's doing, or all he had been doing, is talking about getting fit to play against Juve. He needs to play against Juve. He's never scored against Juve either. I don't know if that's, something that's bothering him. Loca with a big slide. Well done. Turns that around. Starting the counterattack. Slows down a little bit. McKennie with it. Crosses in. Hits back of a head. Ball still in play, though. Yildiz recovers. Counterattack's over. But we'll kick the ball around a little bit now. See what happens.
It's that low block. They're forcing Juve to break them down traditionally. They're not going to let any cheap gaps of space open up. So it's gonna be on how well they move their triangles and how they move the ball here. It's more so on whether or not McKennie and Way are going to be able to invert and do some magic there. Whether Dusan can anticipate the space and get into a position. Yildiz being able to create. This is going to be one of those games where you have the old cliche saying, great players make plays. Players got to make plays here. This isn't, a cut and dry loft into the box and hopefully someone hits a header.
And I think one of those players you're talking about with the worldy volleys would be Pellegrini. And, he can do that.
Yeah, Roma.
What a heavy touch. Kostic, come on.
Roma's anticipating the width and cross plays here because you can see how they're stacking up in the box. There's a Roma player already anticipating the Kostic cross. If anything, Juve are going to do to catch them off guard, Yildiz is going to have to create something in the middle because Roma are stacking it. Yeah, there's gaps in the middle because they're stacking out wide.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
That's smart because our midfield is not strong, so we've been pushing our play through the wings, which has worked. So they're trying to mitigate our strengths.
So, like, for example, this action with Dusan was great that he won the ball and was able to be physical off that. But the back heel, you got to be simple. No back heels, nothing like that, because that throws your entire momentum off whack, especially if you mispass it. Throws your team's momentum off whack. We got simple plays here. No crazy flicks, no back heels, nothing like that.
Lukaku pushes Locatelli over cheaply, turns it over. McKennie now. Decent. Vlahovic wasn't expecting McKennie to do a bit of a 360 and lay it off to him, but McKennie's got the footwork.
Yeah, another low block. It's very, very low block coming out of Roma here.
Yeah. They're 4 at the back, essentially. And then they have Cristante, probably Bove. I don't know who the other midfielder is, but they have 2 midfielders kind of just taking space.
There's 2 gap midfielders, essentially what they're going to use as a pivot, but they're really pushing everything out wide because you see even Lukaku and Dybala are dragging out wide, and you see that big gap of space that Dusan is able to find here. So Dusan's got to do what Dusan does, but he takes that shot from outside the box, rushes it, and yoinks it wide there. But you're
still
10 seconds ahead. Yeah, I'm 10 seconds ahead. Damn it.
Oh, yeah, that was not a good shot. Not a good shot.
Goose, to be honest with you, I'm fine with the shot if he was a little bit more relaxed. You got to take rips like that. And I'm not, clearly I'm not his biggest fan, but I don't see an issue with the shot. He just
Yeah.
needs to get the placement right because he hit it with pace, just no placement there.
Yeah, like you can tell. You said tense, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
there's a lot
pulling
of
it. Yeah, the
I
muscles
don't
aren't chill.
yeah, I don't have an issue with that kind of shot because I saw the pace of the shot. If he puts it in a better spot, that's a goal, easy.
Well, because Chiesa tucks those ones, or he has more so for Italy, but he tucks those, right? Like you see those go in. But yeah, it's all about placement. The power is great. You need to have the power from that distance, but you've
I
really got to
think
tuck it in.
I think like for example with this to me is a good thing because he's being proactive with his approach in this match. I'm okay with that shot. Like if he absolutely shanked it, that's a different story. But he got solid contact. He got it. That means it's telling me that he's trying to get himself into the game. Because look, you got to take shots, whether they're offside or not. You got to get yourself on the ball, and you got to take rips. You got to be confident on the ball. And for him, his biggest flaw right now is his confidence.
That's a good point. He might be tense, but after a couple shots, maybe that will loosen him up.
Yeah,
So
well, I
let him
mean,
rep.
exactly. Like he took that rip. Now I think he's there, sitting there. He's like, okay, cool, I got it. Now I know what I need to do.
So that cross goes in long from Dybala. I can see what they were
And
doing there, but yeah, just too much on it.
yeah, right now it looks like it's going to be a heavy dependence on what Dybala is going to bring to Roma, but I think today might be the Dusan show.
Yeah, and that's going to be the interesting thing. If Dybala, I mean, when Dybala comes off injured, but Vlahovic now, dribble in. Ooh, did that take a piece from Mancini, or did he go
I
wide with it?
I'm fine with that rip as well.
That I'm okay with. That looks like Misak, but it looked like it flew a little funny. Yeah, maybe just too straight.
This is a different Dusan. I'm going to be honest. This is a different Dusan, a proactive Dusan.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't like, one that's hiding, waiting for everything. He's trying to create his own shot. He's trying to create his own opportunity.
To
I
be fair,
can't
there
be
was
mad
no
with that.
space. There wasn't a whole lot of space, right?
No,
Like,
but he still found the shot. I think it's just he kind of
yeah,
shanked it. But look,
he's
uh,
got to yeah fine tune that now.
it would be disingenuous for me to dunk on him on that. To me, that's different from what I've seen the past couple of matches.
Oh,
He under
Lukaku just smashing a volley from long range. Speaking of going for it,
this game is going to be heavily dependent on whether or not Lukaku or Dusan gets hot first. And Dusan is just a bit off.
that was quite the shot from Lukaku there.
It is.
I mean, it was
Like I
always
said,
a low percentage shot, but my
this
lord,
is this is one of those games where you need to be able to take chances and just take rips because they might be scarce. Anything that falls in front of you, rip it.
and I think the players know that, right? We've already seen a few shots from outside the box. They're just going for it.
So, like the opportunity that Dusan missed on his left, that kind of goes to show that Roma are not really prioritizing the middle of the field. They're trying to blockade the wings to really stifle Juve from going on the wings, but they're leaving huge spaces. So, this is going to be tactically, this is going to be very, very crucial on Yildiz and Dusan to be able to take the ball, turn up field, run a couple of yards, and be able to take and
There's
rip
Yildiz
shots.
turning now, but a foul. Rabiot called back on that one.
Yikes! I think, it's soft foul.
Dybala, it's always. Oh, that was so.
God, man. And people still, we still got Juventini that foam at the mouth of this guy.
Oh my lord! Like,
Wow. I still love Juve, but yet I dive like a child.
Jesus, that was a bad look. Like I said, I was
Jeez.
never a fan of Dybala. You know, I'm not like Dybala, Pogba, any of those guys or not. I don't care for any of them. They're all a bunch of. I don't have a word that YouTube would want me to say right now about them, but you know what I'm saying.
Here we go again. So Roma again attacking using Dybala. Dybala is going to be their main outlet.
So, looking for that far post again. I think that's the third time they've attempted
that is the fourth time, surprisingly. That's how Mourinho's planning on doing this. He's planning on having Dybala whip balls into the box and hope that someone gets at the end of it. There's not going to be a concise game plan. Roma don't have the quality to go through the middle against Juve, so they're going to rely on Dybala versus Kostic and Danilo.
Vlahovic putting his body into it. That was clean. Well done.
That's good. That's good. That's what you need him to
pressuring, doesn't get on it, but that was positive.
And this isn't, again, we're not trying to say this to be like, oh, let's, be all hip and happy and positive. No, there is proactive play, off the ball movement, shot creation that Dusan that's doing this game that I have not seen him do all season.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my prediction last night was right, that I had a feeling that he might turn it up. It might have been the button up jeans or the tear off jeans. If that's what's getting him to become like this, I want him to wear those every frippin' day.
Oh my Lord.
Every single day. If he scores today, 2 or 3, he's wearing those button-up jeans.
I thought you were talking about his clothes at first there, Colin. This team's be dripping.
Damn.
What
was that?
He just gave up on life and fell on the ball.
Gonti just checked him.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, because it's Paradise. Because he's probably like, you're a bum. Sit down. Laying bricks. I just got a new shirt idea that won't incite riots in the Discord. Why don't we can get Gatti mortaring some bricks in front of the net, making a wall.
That's actually a really good idea. So there you go. Lukaku hold up play to Dybala, and Dybala absolutely shanks it.
Bremer to Loka. Let's see how they build this one out now. I like how they've waited for the opening, because like you said, the midfield's open, so they can move the ball around a bit. So they're not rushing the movement up the field. They're just waiting for a bit of space to open up, and then they're pushed through, which I'm okay with, right? Like, it's a lot more cohesive.
Yep.
Like, even if it is back passing at this point, at least we're not just giving it away needlessly, trying to push it up a wing or something, right?
No, this game is going to be evenly, as far as a tactical perspective. It's going to be, there we go. Dusan won that. Oh, wait. Yeah, he won it.
Yeah.
There you go. Just relax. This is, again, just relax. You don't need to yell.
Mancini's already talking. Keep on talking, son. The more you talk, the better it is. You see him? He's pointing at his armband. It's like, I'm the captain. I'm allowed to talk. And the ref's like, you don't talk, son. You keep your mouth shut. I know who you are. You're Mourinho, son. We're both going to get cards today.
That's an actual foul, though, which is what I find extremely hilarious.
No, it is. It's a pretty.
That's kind of how that's kind of how Roma play, right? Roma want to get you rustled in your jimmies, in a sense. They want you to be pissed off. They want you to do that so you lose concentration and focus. And Dusan's got to relax. Just take it easy.
He seems okay right now.
He was kind of pissed about that play there. You gotta let that Balkan temper not show. Just keep it inside. Keep it inside, buddy. From one Balkan to another, just relax.
Kostic doesn't look like he's got a temper.
Kostic is bionic.
No emotion. There's a way of cutting in. Brings back to Loka. Orchestrating from the back. He's got the space to kind of just distribute now, eh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Roma's not going to push it. So this is perfect opportunity for him to cook.
Oh, nice into the box. Good hold up.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
good.
Be
Puts
aggressive.
It on.
There you go.
That's a foul, but that's just good aggression. Yes.
That's kind of a funny fall, though. That's kind of funny. I'm not
gonna hold that one up against him at that
point. No.
He was fighting.
Yeah. No. That's fine. That's
Let's
it.
look at
That's
this
there you
again
go.
then.
Grit your
Holding
teeth.
up.
Grit your teeth. Get mad. Grit your. What are you doing? It looks like you're about to put your finger in his ass. Jesus,
That's
Dusan
fine.
grabbed his
Hey.
nuts. Dusan grabbed his nuts.
That's Mancini sliding in for a good block there.
Bro.
But I mean, he beat his man quite aggressively.
Hey, Dusan committed handball in the box, and not the kind of handball that we're all thinking.
Hands-on balls.
Bro got 2 balls. Did you see that the hand was sliding? He's about to I'm sitting there. I'm like, is he fingering him in the ass or is he grabbing his nuts? I'm like, what in the ass?
They wear those underpants. But here's Kostic crossing it in, and it's straight to the keeper.
You say when I was saying grab life by the balls, he meant it literally.
Well, if that's what he needs to get motivated, then give him all the balls he wants.
Give him all the sacks he wants. Let him grab them all.
Oh man, there it is. There it is. Not doing anything. Not surprised.
He still plays?
Yes, he's around. Bremer just gives the cock a little shove for good measure.
Whoa. So let's see how they attack on their left.
Well,
Chuck to Lukaku and pray. That's pretty much their game plan right now.
Yeah, it looked exactly the same as the other side. Long ball out of bounds, goal kick. Well, it's a quick 21 minutes, really.
Yeah.
The feed's a lot less annoying today.
I have it muted.
I like a bit of the atmosphere. I like to have a bit of it.
Just like voices in your head.
Well, to be fair, everyone listening to us, we're the voices in their head.
That's fair.
Bones, is it too late to say your prediction? I don't know. I've been waiting for yours all day, but I didn't want to. Did we ever
get Bones' prediction?
No, we didn't. And I didn't want to play unfair advantage in the competition, so I didn't reach out to him. And now he's coming in, so I don't know. To see, it's 22 minutes in. Does he get to predict? There's no score.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
All right, throw it down.
I just work here.
I just work here. Another long ball, inshallah, out of bounds, goal kick.
And you ever notice, dude? Lukaku to me is freaking hilarious. Whenever the ball goes over him, he's like this. He's like.
I think he might have been offside even.
He's like sitting there. He's like, shit, my friend. I tried to make it go boom, 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 boom. That ball was crazy. Bones is 3-0 Juve. I'm feeling crazy.
Wow, Jesus. Okay.
Bones, you gotta stay off the weed, my guy. 3-0. Jeez.
Weed makes you chill, not crazy.
Maybe it just makes you... Oh, it's amphetamines. Fentanyl. Cocaine.
Runs the dash. There's a turn by Dybala. Rabiot
nice
can't stop him.
Oh, Jesus, Rabiot. How could you not tackle him? The dude's like 5'1". He's a toddler, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. Mancini standing up. Who was that? Was it Yildiz? Yeah.
He gave him the welcome to Syria tackle.
Yeah. But it is Mancini.
And then we have a, looks like a Danilo lookalike sitting on the bench with his kid.
So another slow build up from the back.
Very big gaps.
Huge gaps.
Huge gaps in the middle.
Nothing on the back, though. Gap in the front, not in the back.
Yeah, they're playing aggressive. They're playing bully ball with the Romanistas. They're being aggressive with our little guys here.
Oh, you know they would, though. We didn't actually really mention it, but that is their style.
And there you go again. Roma take the ball and look for Dybala and hope he gets it in time, and he doesn't.
And even when he is healthy, he doesn't have more than 60 minutes in his leg.
Yes, Yildiz. Yes, Yildiz. Yes, Yildiz.
He doesn't get the call, though. Does he?
I don't know. Does he?
No. He's looking.
Grab Mancini by the balls and twist it. That's what you need to do. Like you got to just give him a nice hard tackle when he's not paying attention. Roma are trying to make an attempt at going in the middle, but default wide again. This Roma team's interesting. So Juve are going to give them the ball for a couple of minutes now and see what they do. Roma just look at it and they're like, no, thank you. So Juve decide to go into that's a very high press by Juve.
Yeah.
Very high press.
Work out at all.
It's, if you don't, wait.
Yeah, it's out for throw. Okay.
It's out.
It works. I mean, won the ball back. That's okay.
Yeah, I never asked Kevin if the seats at the stadium are comfortable. They look like just gaming chairs. Big Mac takes it out wide, and McKennie a little bit of a heady touch, but launches it with a cross. Yildiz makes a face plant, but misses it. Rabiot passes it to the other team. Oh, that's a tactical foul. Like, that's a smart foul by Roma, but at the same time, I'm like, Rabiot didn't hit you that hard.
He didn't hit him at all. That's another softie. They're just crumpling.
It'd be funny, dude. Yildiz hit it with his head, and then I thought he was going to do a chilena. Like, I really thought that would have been funny if he did a chilena off of that.
But, alas, Roma, they get away with a couple more sloppy ones.
Dare I say Roma's shithouse balling this right now?
They are shithouse. They're the biggest shithousers in Roma's Seven Sisters, anyways. I mean, yeah. Monza's pretty shithouse. Salernitana is pretty shithouse.
Okay, look at this. Roma takes it, sends it out wide again. And this time it's not Dybala. It's somebody else.
Locatelli.
And then they cross it, and Loca is so dramatic. He's like, Yildiz one-on-one with Llorente. Mancini comes back to help him. Cuts it. No, it took too late. But he still plays it out. McKennie, the Mac. Return of the Mac.
Does he?
Well, there's a chilena.
It was like it would all happen in slow motion though.
Chilena.
Look at it. It's like it's like everything's just like waiting for it.
Bro, what pre-workout did Dusan take tonight? Well, hey, somebody doesn't do bunny loops for his shoelaces. His shoelaces are untied. Gatti's whispering sweet nothings into his ear. He's like, yeah, you hit that ball. You chilena that ball. You big dirty boy. Dusan's like, Hey, I wish Frankie was here. If Frankie should have screenshotted that image right there with Gatti whispering in Dusan's ear. That is memeable. That is memeable.
You can play it back. It isn't lost to time. You still got it. It's on the internet. Where is Frankie?
That is meme. I think he is, but that is a memeable picture right there.
As well as
Weah's still down?
I don't see him currently.
Roma's not kicking the ball.
No, he's there. He's there.
No, he's okay. He's alive.
Another long ball. Does he keep it in play? He does this time.
And it almost falls to... I love how these guys' crosses are practically automatic to Lukaku. And then he go to wide to Dybala. Dybala cuts in, plays to Lukaku again, tries to 1-2 it, and doesn't do it again.
Nice distribution. Loca to Yildiz on the left.
Yildiz, I want you to cook Mancini.
Cuts. He's cutting.
Oh my God, he broke him. He broke him. Oh no. Oh, just off the edge. He cooked him. He broke his ankles. Llorente's ankles go to the other side, and he says, I'll have this dance, sir. He just tripped over the ball, damn it.
And that's Lukaku.
And he megged Lukaku. That's wild.
Lukaku's the last man back for Roma. That's how deep they're playing. Lukaku's trying to get into that play.
That was filthy. That was so filthy. This dude's cold. He's cold.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Yildiz is him. He sold Llorente's ankles. He's like, I'm gonna sell this shit on the black market like it's nobody's business. He's like, Lukaku, you want some of this? Boom, 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 right through your legs, brother.
If only that was on target and in the back. But let's do it again.
Shit. He's like, Bomba clat. I'm gonna take it right through your legs, man.
I had to explain what that meant to a white girl one time.
A Bomba clat?
Yeah. It was awkward.
Clearly she's not cultured. Clearly she is not a person of culture.
Very, very awkward conversation. For her, like, anyways, I was okay.
He was like, I'm fine.
I mean, I'll talk about that.
I'm good. And the old default pass to Dybala trick again. And Roma sent it out wide. That's a good nudge by Weah.
Wow, they're out crossing cross-stitch. And it always seems to be Zalewski as well as the target down at that far post.
Bones is like, hey, nah, Frankie would be frowning in the mouth saying, that should have been me, not Dusan. That should have been me, not him.
Oh, man.
And Sal says, I get a tingle every time Yildiz touches the ball. You might want to get that checked.
Oh, boy. As long as it doesn't drip continuously.
Yeah, you don't want it to drip. That's not good.
Another cross in. That one looks a little dangerous.
That's a decent cross there.
But bad clear.
Very poor clearance. Dybala with the outside, nearly. Whew.
That was close. Way too close.
You want to know what, Dybala? You would have probably made that if you used your right foot.
Yeah, it looked pretty awkward. He just poked it. Yeah.
Like, what? Why would you? Like, what?
He
overcomplicated
that one, I think.
You gotta make it simple. That to me right there, that's a right foot swing and that's a goal. I mean, shit, I'll take it.
Yeah, and I think the problem with the clearance, again, it kind of came with that in-between height. So we had to, like, get low to get the head on it, and he lost any power to push it out.
Yeah, it was,
and he just volleyed it into the danger zone.
Not a good clearance at all.
No, it was not.
We did escape there. Mancini looking to shithouse things with a long ball. Sends a long ball to Dybala again. And Danilo tells Dybala, sit your little ass down.
Soft.
This is why I cannot. I don't understand why this guy, like, oh, no, I'm dying. Hey, see, look, he's looking up. He's like, did they get it? Did they get it? Did they get me?
Soft.
I think I found our counter. How many times Dybala flops? That'll trigger a bunch of people, but fuck it, I'm all for it.
There's like 2 people that will still be triggered.
Dybala still has like a ridiculous following from Juventini.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just too much of a princess.
He's pampered.
Yes.
For a guy that's accomplished literally nothing. Individualistically, right? Team-wise, he has. But I'm saying, like, as an individual, like, player, he has not accomplished anything.
I mean, he's a decent player, but don't treat him like a deity is what I'm saying. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
He's just another fucking dude. If you want to worship somebody, worship Gatti.
He's a like, hell. I could understand someone worshiping Yildiz, but Dybala. No, the crowd's not jeering at Bremer. They're jeering at Lukaku, who by default Bremer's man marking him.
Yeah, they wouldn't be jeering Bremer.
No, Juventini, like Juventus fans in Italy, hate Lukaku with a burning passion. So, like, they'll start jeering anytime the ball gets in that vicinity towards Lukaku.
Yeah, he doesn't have too many friends.
I mean, you saw it. A bunch of these people stepped onto the pitch to protest to not get him.
Well, apparently a bunch of Roma ultras as well protested Bonucci coming. So, I mean, just Italians. It's one of those classic cases. Like, why don't you guys just get a job? And then you wouldn't be here, like, yelling in the middle of the day.
I think it's funny because it just kind of goes to show Bonucci, nobody likes you.
Yeah, nobody likes you. It's true. I thought that was a nice little win back by Juve, but it does go back to Roma. And it's just sort of grind down here, not really getting outside of the midfield at this point. It's that 35-minute mark. Maybe it's time for Tea and Crumpet. Sit down, get ready for halftime.
Possibly.
Terra sit down for tea as well. They're tea people.
Juve was pretty proactive this first half. Just unfortunately nothing really on target. Now you felt it out. Now you got to be decisive with it.
Ooh, that almost released Dusan, but did not.
Yikes. Almost there. God, this Roma playstyle is pissing me off every single time. Go to Dybala, go to the right wing back. Go to Dybala, go to the right wing back.
You know, it's horrible too. I was playing them in EA, FC, whatever. They're horrible playing that game as well. They're just so frustrating. I was getting so mad one night playing them.
And just,
this is what they do. They just like dick around with the ball. They don't actually play.
It kind of baffles. It baffles me how much Dybala just is so against using his right foot. Like, he'll dribble with the outside, inside, outside, inside. Long ball, sends it into Tech's hands.
Left foot. There you go.
There it is again. It'd have been funny, though, if Bonucci did go to Rome, how many boos he would have gotten today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it would have been hilarious.
This whole... Sorry.
Go ahead, Devo.
No, I'm just looking at the logo, the Roma logo, and how they can't decide on which one they're using this year. It looks like a fucking mess.
I kind of wanted to draw back to the comment that Colin made earlier about McKennie really commanding the midfield, and it looks like that right side of the field, he really is organizing, coordinating how things are moving here.
Yeah, he's doing well. There's Dusan holding up again.
Don't stop. Keep moving.
And then...
Now it's a foul.
He does get a foul out of it. Okay.
He goes up. He tells Llorente, do you want him to grab you by the balls again? Get off his back.
Now, if Juve play this smart, and this is the thing, Roma will try to get into your head, but they're a bunch of bums as well. If you can turn it around on them, if you can play it cool, they're the ones that end up accumulating all the cards.
They do, but then they also lose their shit if you get through it properly. If you're able to break through, then they fall apart.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Just stay cool, toe the line, take your chances. Here's a ball in now, and it's straight to Patricio. Chiesa is such a wop.
Chiesa, so there's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. I don't start. I don't know. This guy apparently is better than me, so he start. I don't know. It's Mamma Mia. Where did he find this kid? Like, I feel like that's what he's telling me. Like,
I don't know why his accent's Balkan though, but
it's like, I don't know. So it's me, Chiesa.
Oh, Frankie. Yeah. Frankie is here. Finally.
Sal says terrible. Terrible.
Your accent, I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was bad. So 38 minutes. Nothing has happened a whole lot since the 35-minute mark, other than the mind games. We're in the mind game portion, I believe, of the first half.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just kind of teasing things out right now. I think they're... Yeah, there's another foul. Mancini. It's the mind game portion.
You're hungover. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, Frankie. Jesus.
Yeah. You're too young to be that weak at this point. You should have been up at 6 a.m. working. Kenny with it again on the right. Feeds it to Weah. Interchange looking good. Gatti always back there in support as well. But they look to switch directions. No, it's back to the right.
Frankie says, I was up at 7 a.m. working. F you mean?
Oh, okay. All
All right. Good talk.
All right. So you just had an afternoon nap, is what you're saying? You gotta set your alarms, though, so can't miss it. Paredes looks like he's wearing black eyeliner or something. Did he go goth?
I always wear black eyeliner.
Did he?
No, I don't know. I just made it up.
Okay,
No.
Oh, is that Lukaku again? Like, Lukaku is their 5th defender, it seems like. Slept through the alarm. I don't think your teacher would accept that excuse. I don't, that's for sure.
Well, guess what, Dave? No one cares.
My inconsequential show.
I know.
And they even got the code on the billboards. The dillboards, I almost said. The dillboards!
Billboards.
HNY 15.
Boys, we gotta be careful with the dildos.
The dillboards. HNY 15. 15% off everything in the store currently.
Has anybody bought anything?
Nah, it was a bit of a let off at the shot, but it was a nice little pass there.
It was just a light little piss rocket.
Yeah.
All right. So, this is, I believe, his 5th shot. So I don't want to hear anybody tell me he doesn't get any chances.
I think we know he gets chances.
I know.
We've debunked that argument.
I understand that, but just keep seeing a bunch of stupid people on Twitter. He doesn't take any shots.
Just don't go on Twitter. You never have that issue.
Well, unfortunately, we can't. I can't just not ignore it, right? Because it's kind of our due diligence here.
Dash must go and rage on everybody on Twitter.
I don't rage on people. I just read it and I make fun of it on this.
You comment once in a while, depending on who
do.
it is.
Depends on who it is and how stupid it is.
Well, Juve seem to be preferring the right side now, led by McKennie. And Frankie, bad tackles, nothing egregious. I mean, there's Mancini shithousing.
Dusan grabbed Llorente's balls. I mean, if that's a tackle.
Yeah, something. Big throw by McKennie.
That's a big boy throw.
Oh, Kostic! Oh, off the line!
Is that Lukaku?
I think it was
what
again.
The fudge?
I don't know. It was, oh my lord. Or it could have been Ndika. I don't know. It was a black man, regardless. I don't know. How do you want me to say that? It was
no, it wasn't. It was Ndika.
What a save.
He used his head, too. The ball's on that guy just to take it off the head.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. And there's Chiesa. It's like, I got fungo.
He's like,
mind you, Chiesa probably would have tucked that one.
No, he wouldn't have. He would have skied it.
Maybe.
Chiesa only scores breathtaking goals, not the simple ones.
That wasn't that simple.
It wasn't breathtaking.
Okay. Sorry. Could have been if you did it nice enough. Jesus. Yeah, make it look breathtaking.
Just do a swan kick. That'll be breathtaking.
We can count how many forward passes Paredes does. That would be an easy one to count.
Yeah, 0.
That ball trickles in straight to Tech. No danger there. Final minute. kind of ended in a bit of a whimper this half, but not too bad.
You got most of the bulk of the chances here, just unfortunately not getting behind it.
Yeah, and they haven't been, to be fair, out and out clear chances. They've all been put under pressure to some regard. They haven't been sitters.
No.
So we're not disappointed in that sense. And there is another push down on Yildiz. On Mancini, let's see the yellow. Let's see it. Pull it out of your pocket.
Pull it out.
Pull it
Throw
out.
it in his face. Throw it in his face. I want to see it in his face, Daddy. What? Huh?
I think he's getting off on this one, though, but he's close. That was his stern talking to.
What was Yildiz grabbing his ass for? What the hell?
That's his lower back.
Like, hey, yo.
You got, yeah. And there's the half. No, added on. Like, it's just like that. We're done. We're done.
All right, pull it out. You're done. You in yet? Because I'm done.
He never even pulled it out. How you done already?
Rabiel's like, how's your ass? Yildiz, I don't know. He like grabbed it and put his hand in it, and I can't feel it anymore.
Oh my.
That's funny. Ellie coming in at halftime saying, what's up?
How's it going, Ellie? How do you feel about that one? How do you all feel about that one? Bright start. Lots of positives. Overall, positive. If anybody should
let's go. Paramount Plus crashed. The stream crashed, and I won't be able to watch it.
Whatever.
Fantastic. We got 15 minutes. Give it 15 minutes, Dave.
Yeah, they're on break.
Yeah, they're on break.
They are on break. Okay, so I mean, FOTMob actually does do a much better job with old stats, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Okay, fuck it. Going back to FOTMob. Screw you on football. I tried you, and you don't even have anything. You got nothing that I want.
Got nothing.
So
absolutely bonkers.
Going back to the FOTMobs for y'all. Added it. All right. So the momentum. Strangely, we have quite a bit of it. You can say here, Roma, they peaked. They have the biggest peak.
Is that? Yeah, it's a Dybala chance.
Yeah. And they maintain 53% of the possession, so pretty even. XG at a 4.2 for us. Yeah, I figured somewhere around there is about right. We've had some chances, but again, nothing clear cut. We could be up 1-0, maybe even 2-0 if we were like very clinical. But
hey, the positive, yeah, the big missed is obviously the one on the Kostic, but that's a good save by Ndika.
Yeah, I honestly like this, that one's a pass. Again, no sitters. There were no sitters there. Knowing Legger, he'll be like, Gillis is doing good. Time to take him out. Yeah, I mean, like, Keys is probably going to go in at some point.
Man, you're just a fun person at parties.
Ellie's saying, man, to you, the most disgusting player. Yeah, no argument there. Pretty slow. The first 20-25 minutes was not slow at all, though.
No.
That's the thing. It was definitely like two halves within the half. Quarters, if you will. You only watched the last 10 minutes. Disappointing you. Another one coming in late. You and Frankie. Detention, both of you. Staying after class. Yeah, you guys missed the good part of it. So really, that's your punishment. You missed the good part.
Yeah.
You showed up for the slow, boring mind game part of it. Which, again, like I said, we were going to get mind games, and there's definitely a bit of that Mancini. Surprised that he's not on the yellow currently, but he's got to be close. That was some of the sternest talking to from a ref I've seen in a while.
I don't know why. I don't know why there was no call on that.
There should have. Honestly, if you're gonna be that stern and like call a guy over and tell him to shut up and come here, there better be a card involved, especially.
Come here, boy.
It's like your third time doing that. Anyways, it's fine. He'll get one. He always does. Data's music. Guys, we have a legend making Yildiz. I've never seen such talent in Juve for his age ever. The kid has a great future. Yeah, for his age. Because when did Marchisio? He was like, when did he break out, Marchisio? It wasn't like 18. It wasn't like right when he showed up. It took him a couple years.
No, it took him alone.
Yeah. So perhaps like in terms of just showing up and impressing, like right off the bat, perhaps Yildiz is definitely a talent to watch out for.
Yildiz would have been hooked off. Hooked off? Is this some kind of kink I don't know about? What is this hooking off?
I wonder if that's
I'm scared.
I wonder if that's a translation thing, because that's like how it would translate, is like you hook a person.
Hooked off for Chiesa.
Yeah, you hook, like, you know, on the stage, the person with the cane, they hook him off.
That's funny. That's funny.
Dana feels the tingle as well.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so pass is 216 to 248, 87 to 89%. I thought we were passing fairly well, but maybe not quite. I mean, decent. It's decent. Let's not nitpick. It's okay. Fouls 4 to 7. I wonder how many of those are just Mancini. Let's look. The Mancini counter.
You can actually click him.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to find his ugly face. There it is. He's already 27. Why does he still look like a 16-year-old brat? Mentally. The mentality spews through.
So to answer Frankie's question, like, Yildiz and Dusan didn't really connect together, but Yildiz looked pretty solid on his own.
3. Mancini has 3 fouls. And he was talked to each time. Paredes with a 7-1? What the hell? What are you doing? And Locatelli is like, they just took the defensive midfield, gave him a
yeah,
and then the left center back at a 7-2. Like, done. Everyone else 6.5.
You all suck. Those two are good.
Oh, man. This is why I try to move away from Potma, but apparently this is the better option out there.
So, Dave, you want to have a fun little game with these conversion rates? I'll name off the player and you take a stab at the numbers.
Conversion off. Sure.
All right.
Gonna suck at this.
Number 1. The highest one in the league right now, Lautaro Martinez.
Martinez. 40, 44.
Lower. No one goes past 30. No one goes past 30.
Like 30%.
No one goes
past. That's the highest?
Not the highest, but I'm saying none of them hit 30%. This is their conversion shots, goal conversion rate.
So Lautaro's the highest, and you're saying it's not better than 30.
Not better than 30.
So 28?
You got it. Lautaro Martinez leads the league in 28%.
Okay, I thought he was better than that.
You want to know who's number 2?
Is it going to be Dusan just for, like...
Nope.
No, I don't know. Ocean, it's not Osimhen. Berardi?
That's a good guess, actually, but no. Giroud at 27%.
Okay, yeah.
And then third place is Lukaku at 25% conversion rate. And then next, there is a tie between Berardi and Chanaloglu at 20%. And then
wingers
you
and
have
midfielders making it up there.
Yep, and then you have Xerxes, Bologna striker, at 19%. Sule at 18%.
He's only got one goal. He's got his first goal.
Sule? No, he doesn't.
Who was that?
That's Kyle George that you're saying that he's got his first goal.
Oh, or was it the first penalty? What was it yesterday?
No. Sule scored a penalty, but
yeah, was it his first penalty? Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was. He did a first something. First penalty, whatever. Okay, move on.
And ironically here, then it goes down to, so I said Sule, and then it goes to Osimhen at 16%.
Mm-hmm. But he's not having a great year either, though. Osimhen, Napoli as a whole.
And Thuram right after at 15.5%. And then you want to know who's the bottom?
Vlahovic?
At 15% flat.
It's 15. That's
so for Vlad, I think it was Vlad and Goose that were looking for it. And when I pulled all the numbers from SofaScore, Dusan has a 15% goal conversion rate.
That's what it was, Frankie. Yes, thanks. Because I know it was you that said it. It was the first goal Frosinone scored against Lazio. So Sule scored Frosinone's first goal against Lazio.
So, yeah. So hopefully that answers folks' questions on that. But I'll even share the list with you. I can't share 15 tabs of that, but here we go. Boom. Word document.
Wow, that's an intriguing graphic you have there.
I know, right?
I can barely even see this.
So I'm zooming in for you.
Only the best.
There you go. Bam. Though that is interesting, right? How Osimhen does have, so like for example, if I were to go to SofaScore and then compare the two, there is like a substantial difference in overall quality. But let me pull that tab open. I just gotta find it. There are like 100 tabs. There we go. So if I were to go to Dusan Vlahovic, ironically too, Rabiot is the highest rated player for Juve this season.
What is he at?
7.1 or 7.4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So if we were to take Dusan and then compare it to Victor Osimhen here, and then I'll share this here for you guys.
So
there you go, boom. So Osimhen's in blue, Dusan's in green. So Osimhen Osimhen still beats him though. 86 in attacking to 76, technical 60 to 54, tackling or tactical. I think that's tactical. 62 to 44, defensive work rate 28 to 15.
We spend way too much time on this, don't we?
It was an interesting thing. Look, hey man, the people asked for it, we deliver. It's
no, I know, but it's becoming a trend. Like we're really invested in nitpicking Dusan's performances and comparing him against everyone else.
Well, look, so if you look at it in December of 22, their attributes are quite similar. Like Osimhen's got a little bit of a nod on some things in 2022. If we look at 21, they're pretty damn similar. It's just like the huge drop off happened this season. So I don't know.
Doesn't even look like a drop off.
It does. When you go from 86 to 76 as your attacking capability, that's 10 points off. That's a huge drop off.
I'm just looking at like the triangles, how they're moving. They're staying somewhat similar. But anyways, I mean, those are all just more metrics. At the end of the day,
Dave, you hate numbers. I get it.
No, it's not that I hate. I like numbers, but I like numbers put into context. I don't like just talking about numbers because you lose touch of reality and what actually like happens because there's more than just a number, right? I like to look at the full picture and not just fondle the ones and the zeros.
Okay, so his attacking capability is a 76. That is his skill level as an attacker. That is his level. That's what that's saying.
Yeah, so that's like trying to compare it to a FIFA thing. Like, if he was in the FIFA game, he'd be a 76.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like their FIFA card.
I guess. Yeah. But in any case, we are about to start the second half. Man, Illing there looked like Quadrado for a second. And Nanj? No, or was that Nanj? It was like the hair. It was just the hair. Yeah, it was the Nanj's hair. It's like, no, that's not Quadrado. Just that first glance. Gave me a bit of a heart attack. It's like, no, he's an injured Inter player now. Just get away from me. Oh, man. So what I was going to get on about is how we feel about the second half.
create opportunities and finish them. That's all. That's honestly what it is. Create your opportunities and finish them. They've made the opportunities. Now they just got to finish them.
Yes, I feel like things are going to start to unravel a little bit, especially with Mancini. Man, I'm just waiting for Mancini to lose it, and I can't see Mourinho really reining him in, unless there's like some crazy Mourinho skills I don't know about. But if anything, I expect to see yellow cards for both Mourinho and Mancini in the next 45 minutes.
Huh.
Yeah. I like how Frankie already knows all the FIFA ratings. Doosan in FIFA though was ridiculous. The ratings don't mean everything though, right? Like Doosan shooting stats in that game are ridiculous, so you can just start launching howitzers and everything goes in.
I think he means like current form.
Yeah, he's comparing. Like he's saying, yes, Osimhen's better. Osimhen is better. If that's what we're trying to get at, Osimhen is better. There's no argument there.
Holy hell, though. That's a hell of a drop-off, though, because he was like 86 last game. Now he's in 83?
No, I think it was an 84. I can't remember.
Pissed off. He must have pissed off FIFA or EA or whatever.
No, he just sucked. Like, Chiesa didn't go up a lot. Kostic has a high rating, but here we are talking about FIFA score. Like, that's what I'm saying. None of this really matters. What matters is getting the one goal so we can Curto Musso the shit out of the second half. That's the only stat that matters right now, is that goal. That one singular goal. Let's talk numbers. I only need one.
So how would you rate this so far? Was this game entertaining at all? I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's definitely moments of it. There's some.
I think
so you have to look at it.
I think Roma were a snooze fest, but
they had a couple close chances, right? So there's the Dybala shot. There's the post. There's a few Dybala shots, honestly, that he just keeps on shanking. But you can say that for Vlahovic. If any of those hit their target, or if Ndika didn't pull off those heroics, yeah, we could have a different game.
What a laser beam. Almost. Good 1-2 play by... Oh, you're not even in the game yet.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, what minute are you at?
16, 17 seconds.
Oh, I'm a minute ahead of you, bud.
Oh, wow.
36 seconds.
Jesus. Okay, I'll try a quick refresh, but I will get the scorecard going again. Yeah, 38.
Yeah, 45-25, Chief.
No, I haven't adjusted this yet.
Oh.
And I will sync right now.
Okay, so you're at 55.
And it didn't start. Jesus. Okay. I'll have to resync it again.
Come on.
Oh, man. The button didn't press. And I'm syncing now. There we go. Okay, so now we're synced. 46-13. Bremer with it. Are you off for me a lot?
I'm trying to sync to you. Give me a second.
See how it works out. Low cut. Sending it to the right. Wayangati. It's always Wayangati McKenny. They have the best triangle. Vote for best triangle.
Vote for best triangle. And
but Rabiot put
is
that.
It?
Yes. Fuck yes.
It's the crazy horse. The crazy horse.
Yes.
Good. That's actually. Hey, chuck that up as an assist. The
that
Deucey
was a
boy.
I was gonna start yelling for penalties.
The Deucey boy with the assist.
Oh man, there you go, an early one for you.
Now Mourinho, prepare to get shithoused.
Curto Musso, here we go.
But
yeah, that slide right there.
I'm worried that Dave might have jinxed it as an offside.
It might be an offside, but that was a dirty slide back
that's off.
the box. That is off.
That's off. That's off.
Okay, but how about that penalty? Let's see what happens out of this. Because that was a dirty slide tackle. I'll obviously take the goal. Given the option here, but let's see. I don't know if they're reviewing it.
They are.
They're talking. They haven't made the official call for it.
No.
Loken Paredes having some words. Friendly words. Ref's talking on the earpiece. Rabiot's fixing his hair.
Maybe they just... The game is, does VAR hate Mourinho enough to let that goal stand? Like,
It's just...
do they...
Yeah, they're putting the ball in the bag. The ball's in the bag.
Hey, that means it counts.
They're not... Maybe it was. I think it was worth a look.
They're not even showing us.
And they don't. They never show us when they make a bad call. Which makes... I don't like being on the receiving end of a bad call. Like, in the situation, because I like to have the righteous win. Is Allegri confused? Allegri's looking at the...
I'm confused.
It looked like he took a peek at the screen.
Nope, it's in. Ball's good. It's a goalio.
Oh, clearly at this point, they're not taking it back.
Like, hey, just screw Mourinho. We'll count it.
I mean, it could very well be completely onside and our angle was off.
I don't even know what the hell's going on. Oh, wow, they're showing the thing. Oh, no way. That's hilarious. Dude's shoulder kept Rabiot onside.
Oh, I didn't get that feed.
Oh, you're
It is.
like...
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, there you go. You're like...
Okay.
I'm just barely ahead of you.
Oh, wow. Come on. And see, and this is honestly the problem with the current rule. The amount of times it's gone against us, I'm not going to sit here and moan too much about it, but clearly they got to take a look at how that rule's played. It counts. By the current iteration of the rule book, that's 100% a goal, as ridiculous as it may be. She counts. Let's go. Put on the muzzles.
All right, Dusan, go get yourself a goal this game, buddy.
Is Zaluski still rattled from that, man? Come on. Kids these days.
Goddamn boomers.
Here's the long ball in and straight out. Decent to get ahead on it by Roma, but nowhere near the target. So that's it, right? You just need to run on the ball. Here's Rabiot again. Crosses it in. The shape was okay, but nobody really attacked that one. But yeah, just moving forward, right? Putting the balls on the net, making something happen, and picking up some garbage. I think a lot of people expected a bit of a trashier goal today. And not saying that was a completely trash goal, but Rabiot had to go and pick up a ball that came off a really, really bad tackle. A bit unpredictable, and he just charged it through. So, bam, there you go. That's what we needed. Bones expecting 2 more. The rest of us expecting it to maintain a 1-0 scoreline for the next 40 minutes. Dash, what are your numbers saying over there?
I can't figure it out. It's just paramount, man. If I pause it, it goes up by like 50 seconds.
Oh, you're having a problem with the stream. Should I share it?
No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. It's just Paramount's pissing me the F off.
Yeah. And guys, you don't want to park a tank. One of the survivability, there's a trifecta of a tank. Mobility, armor, and firepower. If you park the tank, you lose its mobility and you lose one of its advantages. Don't park a tank. It's a bad idea. From far, and that's blocked off.
So this is now the opportunity where Juve need to get one more and put it on ice. Because Roma are giving you the middle of the field.
I experienced an earthquake. Mashavel Adria scores. Now you're down. Next you're up.
Yeah.
You threw in a bit of some Franglish going on there. It's what we say like the French Canadians when they just mix their Quebecois with English. We call it Franglish. Nobody knows what they're saying.
Doosan's back. Welcome back, buddy.
Well, he's playing like
took you 2.5 years.
Well, there's Doosan, then there's Susan. So we got Doosan today.
I got Doosan instead of Susan.
Our autocorrects must have figured it out by now, eh? Because we haven't made that mistake in a while.
Yeah.
The amount of times, too, I was like with shorts or whatever, and I was putting hashtags in, and it said Susan, but I had to go back and change it. Right in the title, to Goals by Susan Vlahovic. Fucking embarrassing.
Gosh, man, Yildiz is so good at facilitating the ball forward. Holy hell.
Yeah, here he is now. Walks it up. Right to McKenny, who crosses it in too close. Straight to the keep.
So Goose is like, bro, they keep hitting Yildiz off the ball. Yeah, I mean, dude's 18 years old. If I'm a 25, 26-year-old guy, I'm throwing elbows. It's just the physicality. It's just part of the game there. It's how you beat youngsters. You got to hit them hard.
Yeah, did he just shave? Is it just like your New Year's refresh?
No, it's not. You gotta shave your beard every now and then to let the you gotta help with the follicles. Run the old derma roller, put some growth oil, some stuff like that. Gotta refresh the old hairs.
Sure.
You didn't know that? That's what keeps your thing from coming in patchy. Well, you got a full beard, so you're fine. Yeah, you're privileged, Dave. Shut your privileged ass up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, privileged. Ladies and gentlemen, our good friend Dave here with his full-grown beard here is the perfect exemplary example of privileged.
Whatever, just learn to grow beard better, I guess. Get good.
Shit, sorry, I don't have monstrosity genetics, David.
Yeah, you're Vulcan. How do you not? That was bad by Roma. That was a shot to Lukaku's feet that looked more like a bad pass. Yeah. You don't want them to get too many goals, though, because then they don't stop talking about it.
Manscaped a sponsor now? Shit, hey.
Their stuff
I'm all for it. Reach out.
Sure, but their stuff is trash.
Dash, you can always go to Turkey for that bear transplant. I had to read it because I know he corrected it, but... Look, Vlad knows. Balkans, we have like extra sweater down below. We don't have too much here. Sometimes we have, but
it's all on the shoulders.
Here. No, it's not on just shoulders. It's on chest. It's on tummy. It's on everything. We have extra sweater.
I love the dudes that are just like the traps. Just the two poofs on the traps.
I know.
Mancini's dumping one in now. Ooh, is that way into the boards?
You said that like such a Canadian. Way into the
end boards? Yeah, he got checked into the end boards.
He gets checked into the end boards there. Quick to get up, though. He's a spunkaroo, this youngster. All right, boom! Look at the forecheck over here. Dybala with the side pass over here with the stick handling there by Paulo. Absolutely botches that one. Tries to go 5-hole, but the keeper absolutely reads and sends the puck out wide.
Oh man, you're good at. You should definitely commentate on hockey.
All right. Need to just get back into comedy again. Watch out, Sam. You'll have competition.
Bones, I bet you they'd still sponsor us because I've heard people that they've sponsored, like Bill Burr being one of them, and even Sam got a sponsorship for like 2 weeks from them.
And then they just got rid of it.
Yeah. But
like Sam's too edgy. We're not sponsoring him anymore. Should have asked them, Manscaped or some other men's healthcare products.
Oh, there's this new one that goes back to the underwear that we looked at last week. Seath underwear.
Should we? Do we have to reach out to them for sponsorships, or do they reach? Because shit, I mean, we could finally make some money. They're like, welcome to the Dash and Dave Show, sponsored to you by Manscaped. Want to get smoother balls? Get Manscaped.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard. I've never used the ball trimmers myself, but I heard that might be playing a little bit with fire. Like, no, it's no different than using any other method to try to clean up down there.
It's the same thing.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. We've all had bleeders.
This part of the stream is brought to you by NordVPN. Want to browse and watch really weird Juventus stuff without being tracked by your service provider? Get NordVPN.
I just got their incognito to try to get myself off those phone call scammer lists and shit. Like, sometimes they're fun, but they're usually not. I had one guy that I strung along for an hour because I was just walking the dogs one day, so I wasted his time. He was from Iceland, I found out. Went to his website, and there's like the trust factor score, and I put it in, and it was the only website I've ever seen that scored 0. And he was trying to like get me into his pyramid scheme. I mean, you have fun with them once in a while, right? But outside of those specific scenarios, it's just like I don't care to get my ducks.
15 minutes later, I finally synced.
You synced it? You got it. I
finally did it. Yeah. You suck, Paramount.
Yeah. Screw you. But VPNs I'm okay with. They're good. Nord is a good VPN, but everyone's figured them out now, so it's not like you can use Netflix or Fubo or any of that stuff anymore with it. What beard grooming do you use, Dave? I use Grace before shave. I use some scissors to trim it every 2 weeks.
Collins says, I'm going to read this like Ron Burgundy. Derma roll your nuts?
I don't even know. Guys, like, if you're going to ask me about grooming advice, I use soap.
Dave used soap and water, nothing else. Dave doesn't groom.
I use soap. I clean myself.
I clean myself with soap. He's like,
I have a brush. I make the long hairs go straighter.
Dave, what care products do you use? Hand soap.
I use that Dove everything soap. It's good for your whole body.
With the aloe vera. That's why he's silky smooth and glowing.
The wife buys like the double packs, the massive things. She like Costco orders those things.
You ever notice that, right? Like if you live with a woman, she has like 15 different cleaning products or like your one bar
and you
soap,
just pick one. You just pick whatever's there.
They get pissed at you for it, which is hilarious. They're like, "Oh my gosh, how can you just have one bar of soap and that's it? No wonder why you smell or you look weird."
No, they get pissed off because they spent $120 on a thing of shampoo, and you're there like,
you're there with your dollar store. It's not even a dollar store anymore. $1.25 of like VO5 or whatever the hell, or Irish Springs. Like, oh my gosh, how can you just use that peasantry product? And you just look at her, still smashed.
Actually, I don't really like using the super cheap stuff because it's water. It's basically water.
Pretty much.
It's like just buy something slightly better.
Oh,
Cross it, edit away.
Sounds like I use Barbasol for the boomers. Yeah, everybody, all the young. Do the young kid? I don't even think the young kids can grow facial hair, so I don't even know what they use.
Yeah, it's all the testosterone that's in their cheese sticks these days. They can still grow.
It's crazy. Like, you want to know? It's like really crazy. Is like how dairy back then, like everyone was like, drink your milk, do all that, and then it's like now people are like,
oh man, stay away.
You don't want to touch dairy. Like, it's bad for your bones, your inflammation, all that shit, your joints. It's like dairy is like the worst thing you could take.
Except a cappuccino. Cappuccino's always good.
It's a cappuccino. There's like barely any dairy in it.
4 ounces. I know. That's what I'm saying. But cheese, like the fermented stuff's all right.
Yeah, but like if you're just constantly just guzzling mac and cheese,
just straight milk.
That's crazy though, because it's like I remember back then as a kid, everyone was like, "Drink your milk." Everybody drink milk, and then they're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I drink the shit out of it. You know what's crazy that happens here in North America that I bet would just confuse Europeans? We have 2 cheese sections. If you go to the dairy aisle, where you get your butter and milk and cottage cheese and all that stuff, you can get basically American cheddar cheese. Cheese, in quotes. Then you go to the deli and you can buy real cheese. So there's an actual section in North American grocery stores where they just exclusively sell fake cheese, and you have to go to the deli to buy the real cheese.
Interesting. You know what I thought was interesting when I was in Europe, and like when you tried to explain to them cereal with milk, they look at you funny and they're like, "Who drinks cold milk?"
Well, cereal is like.
It's like no, it was hilarious. Well, it was like a couple years ago last time I went, but no, they don't like, for example, they look at you and they're like, "You drink milk cold?" Like, I understand it with like biscuits and hot milk, but like cold? And I was like, "Yeah, you guys never tried that before?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah, I don't. Maybe I never looked at those.
No, it's true. I think that's true. Well, it's because like we were guzzling dairy and everybody's bones get weaker.
The dairy board. I know the dairy board is pushed a lot, but Chiesa looks like he's coming on now. Probably for Yildiz. Yep, Yildiz is coming on for Chiesa. What if we let them play together? Stop it. Stop thinking this way.
I think they neutralize each other. It doesn't work.
They might. No, I would like to see it, but I think at this point that they are interchangeable in their position, and that's likely what we'll see is them continuing to swap for each other.
Yeah, I think, and I think so with Dusan's hold-up play. I think it only helps if you switch it for Chiesa. But
yeah, Dusan, let's give it to him today. His off-the-ball movement has been good. His on-the-ball movement hasn't been horrible either. It's clear that we've put the leash on at this point, right? We're not really pushing for it. We've been talking about the Dairy Board of Canada for the past 20 minutes. So,
what a nice ball by McKenny. And Chiesa all the way wide on the touchline once again.
McKenny. Oh, nice little cutout by Chiesa again. Who's this? Flap. I'm sorry. I'll stop laughing and I'll explain what happened. Lorente went down like a bitch, and Vlahovic is pointing and laughing at him.
He's like, "What did he do?"
Basically calling him a bitch, and then he was told, like, "Hey."
Yeah. What if you say? What if he tore his Achilles and you're just mocking him now?
Like that time Pellegrini tore his Achilles, and who was it on the other team? One of the other team's wives was basically calling him a faker and piece of shit, blah blah blah. These Italians.
It's like I tore something.
Yeah, and then like 2 minutes later, she found out that he tore his ACL, and she's trying to delete the message. Who were they playing that game? Was it Spain?
Are you talking about Spinazzola?
Oh, Spinazzola. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's Belgium.
In the Euros.
That's a Belgian. Yeah.
Against Belgium. Against Lukaku. Quarters. Was that the quarters now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we paid Spain in the semis.
Well, you're not an Italian fan.
Like, watch the thing. Like, can I not watch it?
Well, you said
I'm
we.
sorry.
I didn't know if you were part of the we in this one. Vlahovic battling for it again. He's getting pulled.
Who's the we?
Chiesa all alone, holding the ball. He just gets pushed over. That's an easy. Yeah, that's
actually funny. All right, this one over here looks like it's the number 59 over there. Comes in, absolutely cross-checks Freddie Chiesa in the back, tells him, why don't you go suck your mom off there, bud? Absolutely forechecks him in the back. Looks like he's getting a 2-minute call for back checking here. Put him in the box. Looks like he's going into the box. Oh, he's flipping off the single mom on row 1 over there. Absolute mad lad.
I think you bring a point up that people that don't watch hockey or haven't played it or whatever don't understand that a lot of what hockey is trash talk, especially if you're on the bench. You best be chirping. Especially if it's beer leagues. You got to be chirping hard. The shittier the league, the more you have to chirp.
I wish hockey players were mic'd up. You hear some fun shit.
Yeah, well,
like you'll even catch it when the main ref is like calling a call.
He'll you sometimes do.
No, number 25 being called for. That's a bullshit call.
Yeah, if the benches were mic'd, it would be. They should have like a premium content, the NHL, like NHL Plus, where you have the bench mic'd up. I would pay for that.
Okay, did you see Allegri's, like, when that goal went in? Allegri's just like this, licking his lip. He's like, I'm about to cortobuso. He's looking at the fans. I'm a cortobuso this shit. I'm a terrorist ball it. I'm going to do it. Frankie says, I've only started watching hockey for my bets. Mourinho looks like he's hungover.
Oh, McKenny's got a bit of an knock.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, Mourinho does look rough today. Like, even before the match, he had that 5 o'clock shadow. Maybe that's what it is. But rolling on.
You see Mancini. Mancini's like, hey, start the game. Only we can shithouse ball.
Yeah, this is my job.
No, Big Mac, I think Big Mac is back on.
But if he does have a knock, I can see him getting rotated out. We'll see.
No, McKenny's in gingerly, but he's in. Oh no, McKenny's good.
Nice. He's tough.
Broke dude's ankles.
But yeah, the fact that was the first yellow that we just saw took a long, long time.
Hey, Paredes is just sour that McKenny took his job. I think that's what it
way
is.
Less.
I know. He's just mad. Oh, look at that. Roma's trying to do 1-2 passes and actually do build-up play. That's adorable.
So, and I offered it, especially because the World Juniors are on right now. So earlier on in the day too, which works for me anyways. But if people want to understand hockey, we can pick one of the World Junior games. I can stream it down in the Discord and
he'll break it down.
Give a lesson. Yeah, I'll give a lesson. Why not? World Juniors is one of the best tournaments out there anyways. But 20 minutes left to go now. Oh, Dybala puts one on. But
and right into Tech's hands.
Tech, it bounced a little bit, but he got her. Gotta find out what... Okay, so you're probably St. Louis. If you're going by location. Would that be the closest for him?
Maybe.
St. Louis is good once every 30 years. They're not bad. But you got like another 25 years for them to be good again, so...
You know what I saw what was funny? They're like, hey, if LeBron James wants to prove that he's the greatest basketball player of all time, he needs to go to the Pistons and help them win.
Raptors play Pistons tonight, 6.
I hope you win.
I hope so too, because we're not doing great. And I saw your record. And I'm like, ooh, we might win this one.
Oh, they lost. They lost 29 games in a row.
I thought it was 20. No, they're 27-2 right now. I thought, or 2-27. Yeah,
2-27. No, it's 28. I think they lost. Yeah.
Whatever.
I need them to keep. I need doubless December to be a thing. We got no win November. Now we need doubless December.
Oh man.
And then I need just kidding January because we're still not winning.
Chicago. The Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks.
They're good about once every 50 years.
They were only about 40. They were only good. No, that's not even that.
No, they were good in like the 50s. No, they had.
Were they?
Yeah, no, they had.
I thought they were only good because they had Thames and Kane.
Yeah. So he's got to wait another like 35 years for them to be good
again. They stole Marian Hossa from the Red Wings too.
I mean, he was what, like 30 something at the like relax.
He's still cooking. He got you guys your first ship in 2010.
What do you mean, you guys? I'm a Toronto fan. What are you talking about, you guys?
Who's the you?
Which Roma player's bitching out now?
Damn, Cristante looked like he died.
Is that Cristante? Oh boy. Didn't he just come off an injury? Was it him that was out?
I don't know. This is how you know this is shithouse ball when Dave and I are literally talking about hockey.
Oh, like that was a non-contact one, I think.
No, apparently Locatelli elbowed him in the face, and Loca's looking at him like, "What the hell is this dude's problem?" And then Mancini's like,
hand?
Mancini's trying to like suck off the fourth official by saying, "Wait, why not get a VAR call? Why not look at it?"
El Shaarawy on for Paredes.
Paredes got benched. Oh, they're going 4-3-3. Ooh.
The Milwaukee Admirals, AHL. I mean, that could be good. AHL is good hockey.
Yeah, they're doing a 3-4-3 with this substitution. Damn, Mourinho's actually
Colin, there were no greats that came from Ottawa because Ottawa's not a great team and they never had any great players. Unless you're talking about that ginger that nobody liked because he was so ugly that you couldn't look at him.
Yeah, Loca gave him that look where he's like, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
Who was that ugly redhead on Ottawa? The captain.
You know, the two players that used to irritate the hell out of me that had punchable faces was the Sedin brothers.
Yeah.
Those guys used to piss me off. I don't know why.
Daniel Alfredson. Yeah, the other.
That guy.
Yeah, that's the guy who just wanted to punch every time I looked at him.
I remember the Wings signed him for a season, even though he was like 38.
Yeah, we had our own dirty sweet. Matt Sundin. He was the only good Leaf. Like, he was the only great Leaf through the 2000s. Everyone else was just like decent or trash. But then we got
a couple of substitutions here. We got Illing for Kostic,
Milik and Vlahovic.
For Dusan.
Close her out. 15 minutes. Alfie. Yeah, Alfredson. So ugly. But we should be excited for Illing, I think. Milik.
15-minute cameo.
I honestly thought Dusan was going to play the 90. The way he was playing, I thought. Now, mind you, you have the players to rotate through. The concern is, if you do concede at this point, you're taking away a lot of firepower, potentially.
But you're also adding...
those are the 90s, Kudrow years. Yeah, and then the 2000s, we went to shit again.
Frankie said, Illing, get that value going. Get that value up.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, a lot of players. Vlahovic has to get some value. Illing.
Oh my God, Kiesa's playing on the right. Oh my God, he watches our videos. He watched that tactical breakdown where I said play on the right. Holy smokes. There you go. Yeah, Chiesa watches turn. Giants confirmed.
He's chasing her down. Bremer, huge header coming into the midfield.
He's done a really good job keeping Lukaku quiet.
Lukaku really has been quiet, other than that one long-range attempt.
I think the one thing, folks that don't know, Roma lead the league in most goals scored after the 75th minute, which is why I think Juve kind of sat back for a little bit and let Roma kind of dictate play. Now I think Juve are going to try to go full power out here to shut this out. Yeah.
Look out for next match. He got caught with his leg out. I mean, that was a clear yellow. It was unintentional, but it was 100% yellow.
Yeah, it's a tactical.
Mancini is lucky to not have been on a yellow, but his fouls are more shithousing than they were like out and out fouls. So yeah, he's lucky.
And yeah, Loca's out for Salernitana, which I'm not too worried about because that gives Nicolucci a chance to get some minutes in.
Yeah, that's a decent game to play Nicky in. Speaking of shit houses.
A little bit of a poor pass there by Timmy, but he still wins the ball back. Gatti being a little bit physical.
Draws the foul.
There we go.
Yeah, Cristante
complained about
it. You
touch him.
You clipped at his heels.
I don't touch him.
Get mad, bro. You
I bet you the ref's like, "Oi there, Cristante, man. You clipped him on the heels. You throw him back on the ground, bud. That's a little bit of a hooking call. You're lucky I don't throw you in the box for that one."
There really wasn't much in it, to be fair, but when the guy's already taken down and he's getting up and you clip him again, he's obviously not gonna get all the way up. He's gonna go back down.
Is diabolical? Like, does this sound diabolical? But I'm kind of happy that we're shithousing Roma. Like, I don't care if people get pissed about this.
Oh no, I'm loving this.
I love this. I love drawing drawing cheap fouls against them and watching them lose their shit is the most entertaining thing I've ever seen.
This is great. This is exactly what I expect. We all expected this.
Oh, absolutely.
We got to talk about basketball, but hockey in there. I'm surprised they haven't brought out the
board
magical world of make believe there.
Yeah, I love this shit. It's pure shithouse. But you're gonna have those like aesthetic tactical stands. They're like, well, we didn't do this, no possession, and we sat back. Like, come on, man, this game's hilarious. Oh, damn, Illing's got to do better there.
Yeah. What are you?
I got you.
Get all worked up about.
This game's for the old folk. This is a gritty game. Shithouse shenanigans. I love it all. Yeah, if all. Your Amazon is your package here, Dave?
Yeah, my dog. You hear the dogs losing it? Yeah, they're just losing their mind.
Your package is here.
Arjmoon versus Zalewski. So you know what's funny? Because I got made fun of for being a T-Swift fan. My niece is a massive T-Swift fan, so I got her a couple like LPs, records for Christmas and her birthday. Her birthday is 26, so I got her a couple. Ooh, Into Space, collected by Yelling. No big deal.
Yeah, Dybala's not going to win that foot race. Yeah, he's not going to win that foot race.
But yeah, I did some weird thing. I don't know what I was doing when I was doing my Christmas shopping.
That's really a poor pass there by, I believe that was Danilo. You got to do a little bit better there, bud.
Turns it. Anyways, it's I ordered myself an extra Taylor Swift record for some reason. I double clicked on the purchase. So I've been waiting for this record to come so I can send him back, essentially. Yeah. I love vinyl. Vinyl, I love the old school sound systems, how they like that warm sound to them. But I don't need a Taylor Swift record. And they're not cheap either. They're like $60. Oh, nice by Gatti. I think that's offside, yeah. And there's a shit by McKennie kicking the ball away. Should be careful with that because they could call him for it. Well, a lot of people would not like this game. Like anybody who's a Ronaldo stan or a Messi stan or anybody from the Premier League. Or the Roma fans had a racist chance for Jesus. I wouldn't be surprised.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
It baffles me how like Italian people could be racist towards Serbians. Like you're basically the same people. Like relax.
I don't know.
Like there's a piece of water between you two. Chill
out. Colin just texted me. Do I want to explain what Ailing and Rabiot did there? What, the inversion? I think that's what.
Yeah, I guess the dogs have been in and out here today. Yeah, why did he like text you? We could just put that in the chat.
Man, you could have just put it on the chat.
Oh, wow, that's a bouncing ball. Hopefully there was no hand in that. That looks
that one was
come out. Milik and Indika. Like Milik's laughing at Indika now.
Colin, you're confusing Illing with Weah.
Yeah, who's the racist? You're making fun of me because I thought I saw Cuadrado.
No, it looks like, so just so you guys understand it, Weah and Illing are both playing on each flank, so it's the only clear difference between the two is Illing has the dreads, Weah doesn't. But yeah, it's not. You think it's Illing, but it's really Weah.
Oh, Milik getting into it again. Roma's really pushing in. We're at the 83rd minute. It's go time for them now or never. It's gotta hold fast.
So Sal, I looked on Twitter real briefly, and it was Gypsy Chance. Like Dusan was mocking him too, and Mancini goes up to him to like talk to him about him. Dusan's like "F off."
And again, and I've talked about this before. Like, it's not even the right racial slur for the right people. You guys are dumb. Romans, people from Rome are fucking idiots.
They think anybody from the Balkans, they think they're gypsies.
So dumb. You guys are dumb. You should be ashamed as human beings. Like, if you're gonna be a racist, be the right kind of racist, which is like at least know what you're talking about.
Just don't be it at all. Don't be it at all.
No, if you're gonna do something, do it right. But I mean, to be fair, don't be racist. No, come on, put it. No, Jesus.
McKenny, come on, man.
But you know what I'm saying. You're gonna do something. I mean, at least be good at it. But if you suck at being a racist, you've really, really failed at life. Like full out failed at life. Like full retard failed. That's a Roma fan for you. Failed at life.
Dusan's looking at him. He's like, I would have finished that.
Allegri, the look of disappointment.
Someone memed that picture right there. Chiesa holding his hair. He's like this. He's like, I can't believe it either. I still can't.
I got to remember some of these moments too to get my own sort of what do you call it? Snapshots, thumbnail, pictures, picture things. Chiesa getting called back. What was that for?
I love how he's still running with the ball going like this.
Yeah, they're shithousing the hell out of it right now. Not that I'm a fan of the.
Oh, I'm all for it.
The time wasting, but
I am all for it.
Roma would be doing it 10 times worse.
They did it to us when we played them in Rome last season.
Yeah, no, 100%. So
they did it to us.
Completely upset. I don't like the style, but screw Roma. They're horrible people. They suck at being a racist.
Again, just let it go, Dave. Just let it go.
No, I just hate when the thing I hate the most is stupidity. Now, I hate racism. Racism's dumb. So already you suck, but you suck at sucking. Like, that's how much you suck. You suck at sucking. And it's not you suck at sucking, therefore you're good. You suck at sucking, therefore you are the biggest piece of shit. Anyways, McKenny has it on the right. What, you want me in the 85th minute to say something nice about Roma right now? Go on.
No. No, I never said you had to.
Shaking your head at me over there.
I'm shaking my head laughing.
Shake your head at people that suck at sucking.
We call those porn stars, Dave.
That's a positive suck, though. It's a good kind of suck.
It's objective.
I mean, like, and that's the problem thing with language, is that we have a lot of words that are the same, essentially. They sound the same, but they are different. I mean, there's some languages that if you just change the expression on the exact same word, it changes it completely. So at least we don't have that. Straight to tech, he collects. Sure, some sort of protest there for some reason. They don't look like they're going to do anything here in the next few minutes. They look pretty defeated, to be honest. Bremer with a bit of a knock.
That's really dangerous by Danilo, tracking back and letting Lukaku come in like that.
Yeah, this is shithouse time. You just got to be careful. They'll pass the next few minutes. Ooh, bit of offense, though. Chiesa on the left. Cross in, turned by Illing. What does he do with it? Chiesa in his feet! Chiesa! Was onside? It's offside. Is it onside? I don't even know. What is it?
No, I no touch it. I no touch it. What are you looking at me like this for? Look at, use your eyes. Mamma mia.
Oh man, it was just all up at everyone's feet. Yeah, that's offside.
That's a lot of offside. I think he's trying to. No, I don't know. I think he's trying to say that it was a back pass. I think Chiesa is trying to argue saying it was a back pass.
From Roma? Like it.
Yeah. See, look at Dusan. He's like,
oh my god, he's just such an old man.
He's so corny. I want to like him, but he's so damn corny. Like, jeez. Like, goddamn, Dusan, chill, man. He's such an Eastern European. Oh my god.
Just the socks, the white tube socks hiked up.
White tube socks, sandals, slides, and he's just sitting there. Oh, I bet you Farhad's having an absolute field day right now. He's just like, more Dusan in slides and socks. Guarantee you go on our Twitter, he probably posted something about Dusan on the sideline.
Frank says it came off the defender. Oh, that's a handball by Rabiot. Yeah, I didn't see it. I would like to.
No, it's not.
See some more.
It's not the. It's not the line that they're talking about. I think Chiesa's trying to say that Roma did a backheel as they were trying to backheel it to the keeper, and he intercepted it.
Yeah,
that's what I think he was trying to. Oh shit, Pellegrini was playing? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet.
Yes, Tech, shithouse it. Sit on it. Keep it down as Gatti rubs your shoulders.
Now, he didn't give any time in the first half. We did have the substitutions, but not a whole lot of stoppage.
Frankie says Dusan runs the average Chiesa enjoyer account. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man. Some of these Twitter accounts, too. Just like, is there nothing productive you can do with your life? Milik's being a good substitution to shithouse for 15 minutes. Yeah, okay, we know that's offside. We want to see if it went off a Roma player first. And they started the reel like right when the ball was coming off, so I still don't have a definitive look at it. 6 minutes. We're getting 6 on this one. Chipped in. Gatti. I hope that was a pass.
He shanked it.
Yeah, that was not good. McKennie was maybe in the area to receive that, but don't think that was the intention. Roma had a few tears roll down their cheeks today, Sal. Don't discount that. Chris Jarrett, what the hell are you guys talking? There's the make-believe fantasy nonsense now.
Yeah, I see it, Frankie.
Dybala can't stay on his feet. And Danilo will walk away with that ball. Ooh, but careful. Dybala wins it back. That's a little dangerous, but Illing wins it. And that's clean, but Dybala's going to roll around like the bitch that he is and cry for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, as Rabiot threw Mancini down. I love it.
But here they come. Kicked off the line. Will be nervy. Last 4 minutes. We need to get this ball deep in their zone and just hold. But it's our turn to master the low block here. As they're going to try to pound on the door. Another one dunked in. Straight to Tech. Is there wrestling going on right now?
No.
What the hell's Frankie talking about?
It's So you have to watch it to understand it.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, you won't.
There's Milk again, just shithousing with the 50-50 balls. The chat's quieted down. Everyone's just nervously watching on at this point. Nice. Good slide. Ball with McKenny.
So nonchalant by Milik there with that play.
Good control here now by
I think
Juve.
McKenny's hurt. Yeah.
No,
I think McKenny's cramped up. McKenny's cramped up on the right side of the field. Illing wins possession and wins the throw, but I think McKenny is done. Kazis putting his hands up to tell him to stop. And then Allegri's saying, shut up and get back in there.
3 minutes. Do we have any more? Have we done all 5? Let's track that. No, we've only swapped 3. So.
Damn, did Chiesa just get elbowed in the face? Oh, Danilo, that you got to make that. You can't miss that. Or is that Bremer? Mixing my Brazilians. I think I'm mixing up my Brazilians.
Oh, so who's the racist one now? Now you're mixing them up.
Jesus, Dave.
Me, you, and Colin are all horrible people.
3 and 6 look the same when they're all hunched up together.
Oh, go on. You know, we're just having fun. The only actual racists here are the Roma fans.
Yep. So I think this is lockdown. Force them to cross something over. I think the only thing that they're going to get is if they cross something over.
It's 2 minutes, though. There is time. Let's lock her down. Very tense moments.
Yeah, McKenny's cramped up. I can tell from his stance.
Yeah. But can't he put on Caviglia or anybody for, Moretti for a minute?
I don't know, but it looks like somebody died on the pitch. Mancini died again.
Mancini, obviously. Spread eagle. Reverse spread eagle.
It's reverse spread eagle. Yeah, I think he's got a thigh injury.
But again,
I think Chiesa did that on purpose. I think Chiesa did that on purpose to fuck with him. Like he made it look like Mancini stepped on his feet.
Final minute. But again, both teams with only 3 substitutions. That is obviously okay. No, here we do. We have Rigani coming in for Mac. There's a change. Yeah, throw another defender on. Why not? You're just gonna drop them back there, anyways, right?
Drop 12 back. Have them all stand in the net.
But going back to the lack of full substitution here, it's an indication that the teams really just want to throw their best guys out there and lock this down with basically the best that they can.
Yes,
Ooh,
Chiesa. Yes, Chiesa. Yes, Illing. Kick him in the face.
Oh, it's on Dybala, of course. So we're in the bonus time. Any moment now. Obviously, there was that substitution, so maybe another 30 seconds. Mourinho. No, that's... I don't know what he was yelling at, but Patricio moving up, kicking that forward. You got it? We got it! There's the 3 points! There it is!
We did it.
The shit-houseiest game of the season. She died.
We got over. Ourselves. Oh, look at that. Dean Hoyson with Mourinho.
Oh, I heard he shut it down, unfortunately. What's he doing?
Oh, I just hugged him.
Oh. Interesting. Do they have a thing together?
I think just him fanboying. Fanboying.
Could be. But anyways, guys, I mean, that's... How many of us got the right prediction today? 1-0 terrible.
I think everybody did.
Well,
we saw that all the way back then. We're just kind of like, it's going to be a 1-0.
Love it. I love when a plan comes together. So Bones, unfortunately, you do not win this week. Let's look. I'm going to look at the predictions here. Frankie got a 1-0. Dave got a 1-0. And I called a 1-0. So Frankie and Dave go on the board. Let me pull up the tally and I will tell you. So I said Frankie, correct? Frankie and Dave. Ooh, things get interesting. Oh, Frankie, you haven't gotten anything right yet. This is the first time. Congratulations, getting on the board. Okay, so we have a few right predictions so far this year. On the board, we have Bones, KF Squad, Goose, Colin, Misak, David Elitok, KB, and Frankie. Currently tied in first. We have Bones and David at 3. With 2, we have Goose, Colin, and KB. At 1, we have KF, Misak, and Frankie. So that is the mid-season tally there for predictions. And like I said, you guys, whoever wins will get a choosing of one of those 3 23-24 season jerseys. So get in there. Get in the Discord. Get predicting. Start guessing them right. And me and Dash can't win. Otherwise, I don't know. It'd be more competition. Let's just say that much. Yeah, Dave's excited. Up there and tied in first. So I think it is worth it to show, as this was the last match. This was the prime time match. And Goose, you can't come in after the game. Jeff already tried that a few weeks ago. Doesn't work. There's timestamps. I know. I'm smarter than that. Essentially, no. You lose. You lose. Okay. I'm going to show the standings. Is what I'm getting at, because things are once again pretty tight right up at the top here. So we're back to within 2. Very, very interesting. We're talking about a singular game. We have both lost to Sassuolo. We have both tied to Genoa. It is a matter of a single match that Inter has figured out over us.
It's just the Atalanta game. We drew and they beat them. That's it. That's really it.
That is it. Milan winning today, but still 7 points back. Fiorentina in 4th at 10 points back. We have that 10-point buffer halfway through the season from our top 4 goal. I mean, that's pretty healthy. I'm not going to complain about that. We will talk a bit more about the first half of the season and moving into the second half of the season on Wednesday. The theme of Wednesday's show, I will say this now, get guys a little excited. Wednesday is going to be focused around the report card. We're going to go through the team, going to break it down. If there's any juicy news, of course, it's the tinfoil hat show. We'll do that, but that's going to be the main theme. Barring, Bonucci lighting flags on fire and claiming anarchy against the state or something ridiculous like that, right? So that's Wednesday, but now, Dash, is there anything you want to go over before I open up these lines and we descend?
No, just let it fly.
Okay, let it fly.
Let it fly.
All right, guys. Misak here as well, giving us the Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Vlad's here. Update, no more earthquakes. Perfect. All right. Where's invite? There's the invite button. I got it, guys. Lines are now open to join. That's the banner I want right there. Okay. Get in here, Colin. He's usually like, as soon as the link is just like, bloop, Colin's here. Okay, I'm saying Paulo who? Paulo bitch on the ground crying. Might as well while we wait. Let's look at the FOP mob. FOP mob. Who gets the marks? Vlahovic gets the marks. Bam. Misak. First one in. He's excited.
Hello. Can you hear
What
me?
is up? Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's going on,
How,
my friend?
how are you guys? Merry Christmas. Happy
Christmas,
New
Happy
Year's
New Year, all that
soon,
chat.
and that's the best way to go into the new year.
Oh, baby, it is.
The classic way, a classic sandwich, that good old 1-0 sandwich that
Love it.
never changes. But we should have been up more, to be honest. But yeah, it's okay.
We always say that, though.
I said it. Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the stream. I said I don't give a damn if it's a shithouse win, an ugly win. We need to win this game, and we did.
I
So
don't think it was a shithouse win this time. Like Napoli were lucky. I didn't think we were lucky to be 1-0. We were
oh
just.
no, I didn't think so. But I meant shithouses in a way as like drawing cheap fouls, time wasting, just doing it to them because they would do it to us.
Of course.
Yeah,
I think,
there was some shit housing.
Games like this are, like I said in the chat, are character games. So I was super happy with this game. I thought we showed us a lot of heart, a lot of grit. We were patient. I thought we were pretty well organized. I mean, as far as like closing the year, I thought it was dope.
No, I think this was, in my opinion, Dushan's best game of the season for me.
It was good. It was a lot better, especially the first 25 minutes.
Like compared to Lukaku that got pocketed by Bremer, but it's Bremer. He's the best defender in the league.
They're gonna have to do another key video there with Bremer pocketing.
Oh yeah,
pocketing.
The new video of Lukaku going out of his phone. Yeah, but always Lukaku sucks against him. Since what's the name, Torino days.
Yeah, Lukaku's always struggled against a physical center back. Like, I mean, it's the same with De Ligt, the same with Chiellini as well. Like, it's just physical center backs have his number.
Also, maybe at the same time, the guy that was marking Vlahovic was so bad.
Llorente?
Yeah, he was. It was like what can I say? The husk, like that you make wheat from. Yeah, he was just flailing around with Vlahovic. Also, but Milik was bad. Milik came in. He was bad. He was just making foul after foul after foul after
That's
foul.
That's exactly what he was supposed to do. He was a time waster. He got put on the 75th minute just a shithouse.
Yeah, but usually when you shithouse, you take the foul, not the other person takes the foul.
He got a lot of non-calls though. He actually got away with a lot.
I'm just seeing him being like 2 seconds slower than he should be. But everybody was great. Everybody else was good. Yildiz was a bit. You can see that the physical aspect he still has to grow because Roma is one of the most physical teams in the league, and they were pushing him around, especially Mancini, that motherfucker. How didn't he take a yellow yet? I don't know. He didn't take a yellow the whole match.
I thought that was a little surprising. I thought the ref was good, but I was a little shocked that Mancini walked away clean.
Locatelli and Paredes, the only ones picking up yellows.
Paredes was killing people in the midfield, man.
Sure.
He always does. That's how he plays. He doesn't have any skill. He's just That's why he's great for Roma. He's a Roma player.
Like Cristante, him, and Mancini, you get like a trifecta of chefs, butchers. Like you get your meat, you get your poultry, you get your fish, every kind of carnivorous item. Anyway, but it was a good match. We created 3 big chances. We missed 2 of them. McKinney should have done a bit better on that. Vlahovic should have taken it first time on that first 1v1 he had. Yeah. Other than that, it was good.
I mean, yeah, there's obviously a couple negatives, but overall,
I think can we all agree at this point that Dybala was never a big game player? This point?
Never.
In his early years, yes, he was. In his first 3 years with us, he was, and after 3 years,
he's completely fizzled out at this point.
Yeah, he's.
I could be wrong, but the last time I remember a big Dybala moment was that the Tottenham game.
Yeah, we're talking like 17.
Yes.
We're talking.
That was in 18. That's like what I said. Like 33 years with us. First year we didn't get made to the Champions League. Second year we made to the Champions League. Third year it was that Tottenham match, and then the fourth year Ronaldo came, and when Ronaldo came, that was the end of Dybala.
Yeah.
Big Mac was doing everything But Weah also, my most disappointing player for me was Weah, in my opinion.
He's just coming back off injury as well. I'll give him that.
Why though?
I missed Cambiaso, but the tactical intelligence of Cambiaso, of him knowing where to be, depending on the phase of the ball. Weah, I feel like he's lost out there on the right. McKennie is doing what he should do. Like you can watch McKennie, he's doing a lot of out and in and out. He knows what to do with the game. But Weah is like he doesn't understand what's going on.
No, and he probably does, and he's new to the league as well. So there's a lot going against him.
I think also Weah doesn't have as much field time as Cambiaso and McKennie do together too. So I think we have to take that into account as well.
There's so many things.
I think the one thing that I kind of want to point out that I saw as well is teams are targeting that space in between Danilo and Kostic. Like that space between, it's just there's something going on that left side there.
Yeah, because Dybala prefers to in-swing it with his left. That's why.
In general. In general,
I don't feel it. I feel like this, depending on the team we face, depending on where's their strength, they would switch around. Like Napoli goes more for the right to swing it to the left, and same goes for Roma. The only mistake we did was Frosinone, which was stupid mistake. But today, like the chances that Roma had, I felt like it's because of Danilo. Also, Danilo was bad. Like until the end, he started being okay, but the first half he was in shambles, man. He was giving the balls to Roma. Like he was like, "Stop, everybody, stop! Okay, I'm gonna head the ball," and he heads the ball, and it goes directly to a Roma player. Like what the fuck?
There was a few times I felt during the game where there was some sort of miscommunication or non-communication between Danilo and the midfielders in front of him. Particularly, like you just said there, the header that you just mentioned that was inside the 18-yard box.
Yeah,
we're looking at each other, arms out, and neither did anything. So I'm not sure what was going on, but I did feel there's sometimes a lack of communication back there. But again,
that's how we got scored.
I don't know if it's that more than like his innate instinct of Danilo of just channeling his inner Sean Dyche and just hoofing it everywhere he sees. Like I don't get it. Like when we recover the ball, okay, in 93rd minute, why does he hoof it back? Like pass it back to your keeper, rotate the ball around, and you can waste time more. But I just see him just hoof it back, and they started an attack again. Yeah. Hires for the FOTMOP sometimes. I don't look at the rating. Frankly.
Yeah, like it gives you a good general idea of how people did, but the fact that Neil's a 7.7 and Bremer 7.3, Gatti 7.1, I mean those numbers are close enough that
I don't know. I feel Bremer was the best, Gatti was second, Danilo was the worst.
Yeah, I kind of would agree with that.
Danilo was the worst. Like for me, if you're gonna say LVP, it was Weah for me first. Second is Danilo. The rest are okay, and Kostic third because he didn't do anything. But like, there wasn't anything positive.
And Weah and Kostic, well, they pocketed our wings. That was their
Zalewski was all over Weah, in my opinion, until they made that sub, and then Weah started being better.
Yeah. So our wings were not the best today, but they were also where all the pressure was put on. But that's also why we saw Vlahovic get a bit more space up the center to take some shots. So
I think that's where we got to take the positives from this match. So I think they game planned for our wingers. And one of the things I find that I bitch about the most is that a lot of the times we don't adapt too well. And I thought that we did I thought we adapted really well. Hence the whatever, you know? So that's sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I was sorry to interrupt. You're right. Like Dusan adapted very well. And the thing with Dusan that I liked is that he was focusing on that one defender that was shit. Their one shit defender, because Mancini on the other hand, Yildiz was getting butchered by Mancini on the other side. He couldn't find the pocket to work at. Like when you see that Yildiz, when he had the ball, he was doing something, but it was rarity for him to touch the ball a lot.
On one hand, it's rough for Yildiz to come in second game starting and have to go up against Mancini.
But so think about it. Go ahead.
Well, he's learning. That
he's learning.
Yeah, so that's the positive here. But
I think we also brought him in early. We should have let Bayern give him the Bayern steroids first, and then bring him over. Give him the Goretzka treatment, and then.
I'm thinking about this in hindsight, because think about it. What does that say though, that Mancini was more focused on guarding Yildiz than Dusan? Like that screams something. That tells you that Roma are concerned about that more than Dusan are.
I don't think it's that more than Dusan targeting their weakest defender, because he could have had more leverage.
What I find hilarious too, I just want to bring up.
But here's the thing, though, Misak. Mancini didn't cover Llorente's space at all. It was Ndika that would cover the edge.
Ndika was everywhere. But what happened was, if you saw, Llorente was switching from the right to the left and stuff, but Dusan was following him all the time. He was on that side and holding the ball at that side, because he wanted that guy to hold him up. Because because he was weak.
Does anybody remember being linked to Llorente?
No. I know the original Llorente, the king.
The tall
Fernando.
Fernando. This is Diego. Okay, this is
Diego Llorente.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Good thing it's not the same Llorente. Yeah, because this guy is.
Fernando is retired already. The guy is 40. I remember.
Is he?
He retired already last year, 2 years ago.
See,
I have to boogie. I'm going out for dinner tonight. I just wanted to show you guys one real thing. Turning giant. There's my sweater.
Nice.
Oh, nice. There it is. But sweet.
Farhad, thank you for half of what you owe me. You guys have a great night.
Thank you, and enjoy your night.
Ciao,
or day.
Take care.
I think it's a day.
Okay, yeah, 38, and he's still playing for Sevilla.
Fernando Llorente is still playing?
Yeah, Sevilla. They came back 38. For Sevilla.
What?
Yeah. So there you go. All right, I'm not completely out of this. Wrong Llorente, but the one I'm thinking of is still around.
Because I remember he said he retired. I remember he retired from Udinese 2 years ago. Seems like he just went back to work. They needed somebody.
Maybe you kind of stopped paying attention to him, but he was.
Sevilla need a lot of help right now. Sevilla's in a heap of trouble.
That is true.
I think they've lost 15 matches in a row.
Yeah, look, Eibar on 27 October 2021, after 3 months without a club, 36-year-old Llorente joined Eibar on a one-year deal. Once it expired, he left. Llorente officially announced his retirement from professional football on 16 February 2023.
Yeah, so Transfer Market says he's retired, but then it says he's with Sevilla right on the Google page.
I think the thing is, the Google page hasn't updated since 2015-16, when he stopped being relevant anymore. That's the reason.
Okay, we need to stop talking about this Fernando.
Our Fernando. I remember how hyped I was when he first joined. And then I was like, the first year he was good. And the second year he was And then third year he was nothing. And then he left. But he was good memories. Now, let's speak about our title charge. It's real. It's fucking real.
Obviously, 2 points back, 18 games to go.
This has to be the best start I've seen with Allegri. For a long time.
13-4-1.
Well, there's the old saying: every time Juve have gotten 40 points within 15 matches, they go on and win the title. So,
yeah, yep. We rarely drop. Inter drops usually. They have their January depression. So,
we have to keep in mind that they are going into a very busy New Year with Copa, Champions League, and the League. Super Copa.
They don't have Copa. Yeah. They got knocked out.
Yeah, they're out of the Coppa Italia.
We have
the
same amount of matches as them. We have the same amount of matches as them because we have 2 rounds of Copa to play.
Yeah, we do have the Copa. I forgot that
we have to play against Salernitana.
Yes.
On the 3rd, I think, and then we're gonna play against Salernitana again, and then we're gonna play against Frosinone if we pass. We should pass.
Okay, so what I should say then is Inter is gonna have their midweek games are gonna be a fair bit more difficult like
in
Atletico
February. Yes.
Madrid, for instance, is a lot more difficult than Salernitana.
Yeah, but that's going to be in February, so I think
That is
February.
February. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like going into the season, Inter do have a harder schedule when you consider the tournament schedule.
So the thing that I kind of want to bring to Inter, because I think it's an interesting conversation to have, and we'll put Tal in as well. You guys saw the Acerbi comments yesterday, right?
The one that I posted in the Discord, how he's bitching about
it's the Starship Troopers meme.
Yeah,
it's afraid.
I think they are right now, and especially with this, and that for me right there was like the indicator where I'm like, I don't care how we win, we got to win.
Dude,
they
put
bricks.
6 minutes on the end of this game out of fucking nowhere, dude. They were there.
What I hate is when they put nothing. They put nothing on the first 45.
Paramount, you fucking suck.
So why are you advertising them in the background?
So I could flip them up, Dave. It was for dramatic effect. Jesus Christ.
Wait. Their their show ended already in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing. It's crap. It's crap.
Misak, Habibi. They have no they have no quality content.
Their post-game show is Heil Inter, and then they cut to black.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't watch the post game at all. Like, how many of them were pissed in the actual thing? Like when it pans back into like the three hosts, Matteo and them. How much of them are sitting there like before they go live? They're like, "Fuck, Juve won. What do we do?"
Yeah, well, they're gonna complain about our style of play. They're gonna play like this, but we know they're like, you're gonna take it as Juventus is this. They are bad. They play bad. They are not attractive, but they win. Okay, it's not like the most important thing of the game is to win.
Matteo Bonetti was actually saying like, "Oh, you need managers like like Mourinho and Allegri to like play this kind of look. If everybody's playing attacking football and quote unquote beautiful, it was like the most backhanded compliment I've ever heard in my entire life.
It was funny, yeah, because he's got Pioli at Milan right now. That's why. The only reason why they're pulling anything is because of Pulisic.
I have a question.
Has been fantastic for them.
He
6
saved
goals
them
already.
Also, they play so much better with Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah.
With who?
Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, RLC. Yeah. Because he's the only guy that's physical in their midfield. All others are like twigs. You get to walk over them. I think that's the problem with Milan, in my opinion. They lost a lot of physicality. Like when they won their title with Kessié and Tonali, Tonali is a cunt.
Yeah, now they're weak and they're all injured. And surprisingly, the guy that we all thought would be injured if he came to our team went to Milan instead, and he's banging in goals, Pulisic.
Oh, yeah.
Guy not been injured. He would have been injured if he came to play for us.
But no, seriously, he has been injured with Milan too. Like it's not because
he has, but not as bad as the rest of the team.
Oh no, their defense. Look at their defenders. I'm looking at them. It's like nobody's there. And I don't know how they won this match, to be honest. Like they were lucky, but in my opinion, but it is what it is.
Corto Muso.
So I have a question because
I think it's like sorry to cut you off. Just to finish my Milan monologue. It's like the Pioli 9 Lives thing. It's like whenever it's the time that Pioli is gonna get sacked, he wins the next match, and then the emotions tempered down. And then they draw or drop points or something, and then it gets high again. They win and they lose points. But if he continues like that, they won't make top 4. They haven't won consecutive games in the league since I don't know when, since how many months.
So, speaking of Pioli, because I guess his job prospect is in question. Now, we rolled right into our game, obviously, today, for good reason. Does Ten Hag still have a job?
Yes.
Yeah, they're not going to fire him.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Who cares?
It's the same as Pioli. It's the same as Pioli, The same thing is happening there. It's like they win a match, a tough match that they didn't believe they're going to win, or to get a result they didn't believe they're going to get a result, like Aston Villa or Liverpool and stuff. And Chelsea, I think they won against Chelsea. Yeah. I believe, and then they lose the next match, the following match against the bottom side team.
Yeah,
and then it's this up and down. Then same thing. If Milan continues the same trajectory, they're gonna finish 8th, like Manchester United is. 8. 8 with how many millions spent?
How many billions?
How many? The funny thing is the fan base is so shameless. They complain that their owners aren't spending money.
Every EPL fan base.
They complain that the owners aren't spending money. Are you retarded? Have you seen us?
Yes, they are.
They're spending.
They're
spending money on like they're putting all the money in the wrong places. Like every single, like we're mad about the Dusan Vlahovic transfer. Like every single one of their transfers is like that.
Yeah, they have like 10 Dusan Vlahovic.
They're basically only buying players from Fiorentina.
So let me ask you guys this: were you guys at the part where did you guys see the thing on the Discord where I put in the conversion percentages for all the top strikers in Serie A?
I haven't seen
scorers?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Misak, if you go on Discord, it should be right there.
Where?
General chat.
I do have to say, guys, as well, before we forget, please get the subscribes in. We're at 1793. I want an 1800 for the end of the year. Give us an 1800.
When did you send it, Dash?
All right, I'll make a couple fake Gmails.
I just tagged you.
1794. We need 6 subscriptions. Ignore these other guys trying to figure out how Discord works, and while they're trying to do that, get in there and subscribe. Thank you very much. Dan's asking me to think Højbjerg's coming from Tottenham. Man, I don't know if anybody's coming.
I hope no, but like at this point, I hope that I'm right, which is they're gonna bring up some kid from the next gen that is not a kid that any of us have heard of. It's not gonna be Nonje. It's not gonna be Haza. It's not
you
gonna
think
be
it's
Adzic? Yeah, it's gonna be like it can't be Adzic because he's not coming. He's technically gonna stay on loan in Moldova.
Yeah. There's another guy. There's
Montenegro, wherever he's playing.
There's another Serbian guy we're gonna take for midfield. I can't even spell Serbian or Montenegro. Non-EU guy again.
Isn't it Sudakov?
No. That is Ukrainian.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He's an option.
No. Sudakov, I can spell it. It's somebody that has no vowels in its name until the end. I don't know. Something like that.
Like Vashayevic or something. Yeah.
Something weird as fuck, man. And then I don't think that's the guy.
And then what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be a presser, and then Max is gonna say, "Well, what are you guys talking about? Another signing in the winter? Like DeShilio's back.
Yeah,
you don't need anybody.
Yes,
true.
He's gonna be like DeShilio's training with the team again. So we're good.
Centrocampista.
Gaetano, Phillips to Juve is give it like 2 days and it's gonna die as hard as Bonucci to Roma.
Oh yes, it's already the Delegate doesn't want.
It's pretty dead as ready, but it's
when they told him when the management told him we're gonna get you Phillips, he was expecting a blender, but then they said no, it's Alvin Phillips.
Well, you know, Exor has majority share in Phillips.
Exactly. So he thought he's gonna get a free Christmas gift. It's like okay, I'm gonna make some
Phillips sponsorship.
I'm gonna make some quick kiwi and strawberry juice in the morning before pre-workout, and then it's for your midfield, Calvin Phillips. Fuck me.
Speaking of pre-workout, it looked like Vlahovic took pre-workout for the first time. Remember your first time?
Cocaine or something. I want to know what the hell he took because he was hot this first half.
Maybe he got the Bonucci's old motivational coach that used to punch him in the stomach and make him eat garlic candies. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah. Maybe it's the ascension of Yildiz too, because think about it, right? Or if that kid's coming up out of nowhere, it's like, hey man, get your shit together.
I think they actually play that's the best kind of strike partnership we have right now.
Is it Yildiz that has unlocked Vlahovic? Because the past 2 games.
That's the thing is that okay, so if Yildiz can get through 3 guys, which we've seen him do at least twice now, I mean he fucking nutmegged Lukaku and then missed the far post by a hair, and then you have Vlahovic waiting in the wings. If they play off of that more, those could be tap-ins for Vlahovic.
It's almost like having a second striker for a striker, like an actual guy that plays close to him instead of Chiesa that hugs the touchline.
I would even say do play him in the hole behind Chiesa and Vlahovic.
By the way, Max Allegri just has now owned the record of most 1-0s in Serie A
Ever?
ever.
That's funny.
76.
Fuck yeah.
76 wins, 1-0.
Fuck yeah. That makes everyone, the more mad that it makes everyone, like I feed off of the anger.
Exactly. It just triggers everybody with it.
It's to let the hate flow through you.
I know. That game was honestly, it was a villain Juve-esque game. Like,
but I'm sorry if anybody watched this game and has complaints, go fuck yourself. That's my 2 cents. Wait, I'm gonna go get my beer.
Vlad is asking, is anyone stream freezing or is it just his internet? It's a good question. Everyone seems good on my end. David says yes, because Yildiz actually plays as a second striker and plays off of him and vice versa, not being glued to the left and standing Kostic's way. Bone says, I want to see him and Keane.
Let's wait.
I feel bad for Keane. Keane is the only player that I actually have a soft spot for.
Yeah. And he was doing super fine, and then I don't know. Performances were missing.
This injury is this injury and the ascendance of Yildiz. Like, unfortunately, a lot of players come through for us at the cost of other things.
Of course, this is the thing with top clubs. You have to perform consistently and deliver almost always.
I mean, it's like this Dragushin thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, we shouldn't have sold Dragushin. We shouldn't have sold him." Like, he wouldn't be worth shit if we still had him, because he wouldn't play.
Not that. We are so happy. We just got Cambiaso, and Cambiaso is integral to how we play,
and he's so much better
in the future.
He contributes so much more than Dragushin would.
He will contribute because he. That's the thing.
In my opinion, he already does.
He He has already 2 assists and 1 goal. Cambiaso.
But also, Dragushin in this squad, I don't think gives as much, because I don't think he's getting as much game time, because you have so many better center backs that are ahead of him. Also, realistically, if he's in the squad, it's Gatti and Dragushin basically competing for the same spot.
I think the deal would be just to loan him out until he gets better, like a semi-cones, like we'll just loan it out. But we wouldn't have gotten Cambiaso, and also Cambiaso would have been bought by another team. If you didn't buy him last year from Bologna, an Inter or somebody would have bought him for 20 million, and everybody would be crying that, we didn't get Cambiaso, and see, he's 20 million.
And what's hilarious is that everybody was crying that we didn't get Parisi, and where the fuck is he?
They're forcing him to be playing as a right back, but he's just the left back. They're idiots he's a second choice left back at Fiorentina. Sad for him. He isn't growing there. Bad career move. But again, if we had Parisi, we would have sold Ealing. Definitely would have taken any bid for Ealing. But last summer, what we did throughout it was to wait to sell Kostic. We were forcing to sell Kostic, and nobody bought Kostic. Now this summer, I think we will sell both of them, maybe. Anyway, it is
back from eating a bunch of packets of ketchup.
1:15 a.m. boys. I think I have to go to sleep because today is New Year already. Happy New Year to you and your family, and Merry Christmas. See you guys. Forza Juve, and we're gonna continue to just piss off the whole Serie A teams by this 1-0 wins.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it.
Yeah.
Good night.
Cheers, boys. Good night.
Cheers.
Later, Mizar. Just hit them with.
So I think the funny thing now, all of the Parisi fanboys are now looking at dunking on Juve because allegedly Tottenham wants to spend 30 million for Dragosine, and now people are shitting on us for it.
Well, I was having this conversation earlier today, and it's like, if we're trying to build a youth system that's trying to be akin to like the Bayern youth system or La Masia or anything like that, like there's going to be guys that are going to fall through our fingers. Like it's inevitable.
I don't think he fell through our fingers though. I don't
think so either. I'm just saying in general, like there's going to be guys that aren't going to make it to our first team.
Like Rovella, for instance, who I think, and Parisi, both of those players, I watch them play now this year, and I'm just like glad they're not with Juve.
Oh my God.
Move on.
Pellegrini
as well.
You could argue that like we could have, in current circumstances, used Rovella. Like,
but we didn't know that Fajoli and Pogba, like, we didn't know.
We had no idea. Yeah, we had no idea that one was going to get caught for doping and the other one's going to get caught for gambling, which is
shit happens. So yeah, could have we used Rovella? Perhaps,
but
he would have disappointed.
Think of it in hindsight. If it wasn't for Dragocin, there's no Cambiaso, and I think Cambiaso has a higher value.
Exactly, he contributes way more than Dragocin would, and also Dragocin would be, like I said before. I feel like I'm repeating myself.
Sixth or seventh choice.
Yeah, but then either that or he's competing for a spot with Gatti.
Yeah.
You know
there's that issue, but there's also the issue if you look at it.
My question is this: I'm less concerned about Dragocin. Do we have a what is the deal with Coney de Winters?
He's still a loan with an obligation.
Yeah. It's a loan with an obligation?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, nobody knows if things get activated at this point.
Because I would love out of the players that are at Genoa right now, I would actually want Coney de Winter back more. Because he can play as a center back in a back three and as a right or left back.
Yeah, because I think the one thing Juve need to look at is they need to look at a transitional piece at some point for Danilo. Like either it's going to be Huijsen or it's going to be something. Because I think that's one of the things that they need to not do right away, but have it in the back of their mind where they need to. Because Sandro's on his way out.
Yeah, Sandro's out.
It has to start this summer because Sandro's out.
Yeah, I think not this season. Like I don't think you.
No, not in January. It's not going to happen in January.
No,
it wouldn't make sense.
But come May.
Come May, because hopefully also by May we have a new shirt sponsor, right? So
what does that have to do with it, though?
Well, that has a lot to do with it because that's a lot of money, and so
in terms of that,
in terms of what we can afford financially. Also, I'm very curious about this Toni Kroos thing.
I am too, but at the same time,
first off, that guy's gonna age like fine wine. That guy's gonna be good until his late 30s, and if we can get two years out of him. 2 good years.
But again, we're talking about a single article that came out 3-4 days now. There's nothing behind it.
I've heard some other things where it's they basically have offered him $12 million a year, which would be a significant pay cut for him. But because we would no longer be paying Pogba, it's basically we're just off-putting the Pogba salary and lowered other salaries. So
hypothetical
now that money's available.
What I feel, and this is a lot of what happens, especially when there's no real juicy
and the number 8's available.
But this is something great that's to talk about. You can make it up in your head. It sounds good if you made this deal on your FIFA career, whatever. But what's the actual reality? Is this just some journalist that created this in his head, or is this something that has actually?
I don't know, dude. Remember how quickly at this point, I with Mercato stuff, I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even speculate whether it's true or false. I'm just oh, okay, this is a rumor. How do I feel about if this rumor happened?
Yeah, and that's all this Kroos thing is. It's hypothetical.
Vlahovic transfer happened in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, so let me play devil's advocate with you, Saul. Or Tall. I said Saul.
Thanks.
Saul, Tall.
Damn.
There's a Saul.
Tall. There's too many 3-letter names that we have here. But
get more letters in your name.
get more letters. No. The question that I have is, if Toni Kroos does make the move, does that officially bury Fajoli?
No, Fajoli becomes his second.
I know, but that's your guy of the future that you want to have take the reins.
Dude, we have no idea how Fajoli's going to come back after not playing for 10 months.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I mean, if you're playing devil's advocate, I'm playing the counter, right? I think first off, I'm a firm believer in that you need a player that's got a lot of experience and who can win games and can turn games around. And we also are missing a midfielder. So if we can have that veteran presence that we're missing, and then you have a midfield base of Toni Kroos and Rabiot, and you're playing Toni Kroos, Rabiot, and either a Cam or Loca or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, this team, their productivity goes through the roof if that's the case, right?
Yeah, we go from being unable to play in the middle of the park to unplayable in the middle of the park.
David's saying here, though, that from what the German channels are saying, they've been speaking for a couple months, and that he's likely to finish his the career with Real or retire. So again, I think it's just a nice, cool topic to think about.
I totally agree. First off, he's still fantastic. Mm-hmm. He has no reason to leave.
They're gonna pay him most likely.
They will pay him, and I'm like, let's be honest. Do you want to go to a I'm a Juve fan. I would go play for us in a heartbeat, no matter what level. You know what I mean? Even if they just let me sit on the bench and I could come and run and punch Mancini in the throat. And that was my only job, was get like 6-match bans for running off the bench and punching someone. I will take $100K a year for that. Okay. Just to be Pinsolio, but I get to punch people in the throat. Here's Patata coming off the field. Oh my God.
And that's the thing we always have to remember, though, is what does the actual player wish to do? So, not what his fans wish him to do. His life and his family.
You're staying at Real.
Most
Your family's
likely.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been there for how long now? 8 seasons?
A decade.
Almost
a decade.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Now I can speak from experience. I've lived in places for a year, and then I've lived in places for 10 years. Once you've lived in an area for 5+ years, your roots are settled, and it's hard to leave. You do not want to leave.
But also, he's got kids, man. When you got kids,
when
you have kids, settled. It's no longer what you want. It's what your lady wants.
The wife. And if you watch the Beckham documentary, it's just listening to that yappy bitch in the background. And I'm not saying all wives are that. I'm just saying David Beckham's wife is that way.
She is.
I can't stand her.
She's like, we were poor. It's what did your dad drive? What kind of car did your dad drive?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being honest.
Digress. Posh? Is that one's Posh? What's her name?
I'm so of the realistic, I could see also us moving on Kone in maybe
Kone is an option still.
In a couple of days. You know what I mean?
So let's ask this. Let's answer this. So Simeone wanting to leave. We have enough strikers.
We have too many guys in that position. Yeah,
and he's not an obvious upgrade.
He's literally Milik.
He's no.
And Milik is better
have.
at doing the Milik things than Simeone is.
Yeah. It's just there's not.
I mean, unfortunately, I could see Simeone going to I think Milan. I think also Bologna and Genoa could be good shouts, because they kind of had a couple of good games coming into the latter the middle of the season, and if they had a better striker, basically, and he would also play a lot more.
Now, Dave, this is an interesting point here from David. He says, especially going back to Cruz, especially when you call your home a beautiful city like Madrid, and the fans.
Yeah, Torino is every player that comes to Torino also says that it's one of the nicest places to live.
But here's the thing: it could be a nice place to live, and you might be treated as a god. Do you want to be treated as a god, or do you just want to be ignored and go to your home and be left alone? Because Torino would be more that spot, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if Tony, but
yeah, you would be more left alone. You really would.
But I think Tony Cruz, he's done it for years. He's good to go, right? Yeah. Again, I think in this case, it's a no for the Tony Cruz, but you can take any given player and you drop him into Turin.
It could go either way. Like I said, I don't necessarily think that it's completely off the table, especially if he wants to change the scenery. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So there could be something there.
There could be something in it, but the thing is that now the way Mercato goes, you never know, because no, but what's her name didn't have a name for herself. The journalist that broke the Vlahovic story.
Oh, Fabiana Della
Valle. She was nobody, and she basically made her whole career as of late off of getting that right.
And then just duck eggs on everything after.
But then she came in hot and heavy too, though. It was the day or 2 days before, and these reports came out, and then it turned out being true. That was just a one-off.
So we don't know. Some random bullshit journalist out of Germany or out of Spain. I mean, let's be honest. There's going to be no actual truth in the news coming out of Spain.
No,
but
really bad.
maybe some small German outlet that has connections to Tony Cruz would be able to figure out what he needs. And maybe he is actually talking to us. And that's the other thing. Just because he's talking to us doesn't mean he's agreed to anything.
No. It's all just hypothetical.
In
terms of actual names.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Dave.
It could be true that we reached out to him also and made an offer.
And that's the thing that happens. An agent makes a phone call, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're linked with. It's like they're making phone calls. They're testing the waters.
They make phone calls all the time. I'm sure we called. You know what I mean? I'm sure Giuntoli called Napoli and was like, "What would it take for us to have Kvara?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that he did, but it wouldn't surprise me.
He's fallen off a cliff this season.
Oh my God! You know what it is?
The whole
That
team.
people, it's. They figured you when they think it's some. I feel like as a player, you hit this plateau where either when people figure out what your thing is, right? Like if you still get beat, it's about like how do you adapt when people figure you out, right? Like Leao had that initial really good season, and now kind of teams have him a little bit more figured out,
I got to share this.
Kvara's the same way. And I think, you know what I mean? Chiesa's, I think, suffering from that a little bit as well.
That's actually funny.
That's hilarious.
Bremer
That's
emptying
from
his pockets.
BI 1897. He's one of the regulars around the Juve world. But yeah, that's great. We made reference to it earlier. There it is.
But kind of touching back to that, Tal, like, can we like, not us, particularly us, but like, I'm really getting sick and tired of like players having a good moment or coaches having a good moment, and then all of like these Serie A stooges like, oh, look at this. This is the best in the world right now, or the best coach this, or best coach that. Like the second they said that, Thiago Motta lost 3-0 to Udinese after they started touting him as the next base. Guys,
that was
these guys
ugly. It was
develop.
almost 4. It was
let these coaches and players develop before I start.
Too. That's bad. They are terrible.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a bad game.
They are terrible.
They just imploded today.
Who scored? Did what's his face? Did the other Serbian prima donna?
Sammerdick.
Did he score any of those? Or is he even playing anymore? Did benching him solve all of their problems?
No, I don't know if he was playing. I didn't hear his name.
Now I have to see.
I'm looking. I don't see him.
I don't see him.
No, he did not play.
Did he come on? Yeah, he came off.
Yes,
the
he
bench.
did. He came off the bench, 80th minute.
I think he's too good of a player to not play at all. But yeah.
Well, we don't know that though.
Well, for that team, for Udinese, he's the best that they have, most likely.
He was maybe the best that they had in he was maybe the best that they had in a couple of games.
He's one of their better profiles, regardless.
Like at this point, it's just like, think about it, right? Like I'm getting really irritated with, I don't know, how do we, like, the media or whatever, but like last season, oh my God, Kvaratskhelia, your best winger, oh my gosh, amazing in the world.
Well, he was last year.
Yeah,
so we're
last
literally
year.
calling him Kvaradona.
Yeah, like Kvaradona, or even like, for example, Dusan the Fiorentina, like, oh my God, the most amazing striker ever. Guys, can we let these players build some street cred before we call them?
No, we won't.
Stop hyping these up.
That's not what's going to happen.
Because we got we got Premier League fans looking at us and saying, wow, what happened to your one guy that you were hyping up? Or what happened to this? We look stupid because right now what we are is we're like this little...
We look stupid anyway. Gravino runs our league.
I can't argue that. I can't argue that.
Gravina is the head of our league. We look stupid anyway. That's it.
I can't argue it. I can't argue it. But like, just like with Paramount, guys, like these stupid far cries of promoting things before you know that they're a solid article, and because they've missed on every single one of them, they missed on De Zerbi being like this amazing visionary. Great, he's at Brighton. What an accomplishment! He's higher than Chelsea on the table. So is my uncle at this point. And then it's like Italiano. I guess Italiano might be finally turning it around after being exposed badly. Oh yeah, Thiago Motta, the next greatest big thing, and the dude's only been coaching at a high level for like the last 5 months.
Meanwhile, the best teams in the league play exactly like Max Allegri, and everybody complains about Max.
Yeah,
but yet Inter can box with Manchester City.
Oh, that was dumb though. What happened in the game? Exactly what we said would happen. We're gonna
Inzaghi
get 1-0
He has a rat face. You have to say rat face Inzaghi because he has a rat face, and everybody needs to hear it.
You're a best man now.
Rat face Inzaghi is not some visionary coach that people keep thinking that this dude is. That guy is a Walmart version of Allegri. He does the same exact thing with better players.
The only difference between Inzaghi's Milan Inter, rat face Inzaghi, sorry, and Allegri's Juve is that Beppe Marotta put together the squad.
Yeah, the only difference is with Inzaghi right now is that he has Morata instead of Lotito building a squad.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. Like, it's not even. Well, I'm saying Lotito and their sporting director, I forgot his name.
Yeah,
for Lazio.
For Lazio, yeah. Whatever his name is.
Because like Lazio, because it's the same thing. Like he's not doing anything different that he did differently at Lazio. It's the same thing, just better players.
Yeah.
Like instead of Immobile, he has Lautaro. Instead of SMS, he has Barella.
Yeah.
Like there's no difference to it whatsoever. I don't understand why people keep telling me this Inter side. Well, yeah, any given Sunday, yeah, you can make that argument, but you want to sit here and tell me that Inter's a staple as part of the Champions League elite? I'm just going to laugh in your face because they're not. What kind of back line they have?
To being where we need to be, I think Giuntoli is capable of doing it, especially when he's bringing in more of his more of the staff that he's comfortable working with, like Pompilio and the other guys that he has worked with in the past. Hell yeah. I feel like Gatti is maybe like the best thing that could have happened to us for the locker room.
I think so too.
He's like Consolio, but he can do it on the pitch.
But look how happy they are, right? Like this is good to see.
Well, this was a big win. Like I don't give a fuck that it was 1-0. Like
I thought,
first off, the way I see it is 3 points, clean sheet.
Isn't it?
Remember
last season though, Tall, where everyone's like, yeah, all the players hate Allegri, they don't like him, and yada yada yada.
Name one player, past or present, that has spoken bad about Allegri.
Bonucci, that's it.
Yeah, there's probably like Quadrado, Bonucci, Paredes.
Oh, yeah, but like, okay, Herb, none of those count.
But that's why we have the current squad, and that's why it's working, is because we're greater than the sum of our parts right now. Like on paper, we should not be 2 points off the pace.
No, and we're making Inter scared, and I hope that there's counter. But David, like I said, Herb doesn't count. Okay,
no, but
there's a lot of better players that do nothing but sing his praises. Okay,
no, for sure, and I think that's kind of like the thing, right? Because when we got rid of Bonucci and Quadrado, it's like, oh my gosh, no locker room issues. How did that happen? Juve completely turned the corner now that Bonucci's not there, and people can slander Danilo as a captain all they want, but he's better than Bonucci.
How? He's solid and he does his job.
Have they recently been going against him at all, or is this just like hating back at the beginning of the season?
No, we're talking about last season. Like that's where that conversation came up.
Yeah, is it still a thing?
Because Dash was talking about how, like, I mean, it's a thing in the fan base. Definitely.
Like, is Dash holding a grudge like a white girl, or what's going on?
I mean, I'm holding a grudge. I'm holding a grudge against the people that like talk shit, right? Because my whole thing with any given coach, with any given, like, I was one of the guys that was like, fucking sell McKennie at all fucking costs. Please get him away from my club. And now I'm like, you come anywhere near my Texas boy, and I will stab you in the fucking throat.
Well, he has. He's obviously, if you're gonna pick one player out of the squad that has turned it around this season,
he's comeback player of the season. Comeback player of the season.
So
easy.
So like I love to be proven wrong about everybody.
Yeah, I hope.
You know what I mean?
Dusan has the greatest.
That's the thing, is that I'm only mad. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed with Dusan. I'm like, you were the chosen one.
Here's the boomer talk.
You were the chosen.
Just disappointed me.
it was supposed to be you, bro. You were supposed to fix our problems, not be our biggest problem. You know what I mean?
And
so if he changes into fucking fixing our problems, I'm gonna be fucking number one, sis boom ba, fucking rah rah for fucking Dusan.
Of course.
Like, I don't understand. I'm a Juve fan. I don't give a shit about really any of these players or any of the coaches. I just want Juve to win. And if you're gonna come out and you're gonna do that, then fuck yeah. Then you're the guy. You're my guy. And if you don't want to do that, you're not my guy anymore, and get the fuck out.
But what we have right now are a bunch of winners.
They're a bunch of guys that want it. They want it.
Do we think that Dusan's turned a corner? Because this is the second match in a row.
I fucking hope so.
I don't know if it's Yildiz. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's a bit of both. Whatever it is.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe
doesn't matter.
He went to Serbia and he hooked up with his high school crush over the Christmas
break.
No,
it's the button-up jeans. The
button-up jeans and the hiked-up socks.
Tearaway,
jeans.
Yeah, he finally started going to Bernardeschi's stylist.
Either that or Bernardeschi gave him a rub and tug, and it's just worked wonders for him.
Then we need to sign him immediately.
If there's one stupid trade rumor that I want, it's
if that's the case, if it was Bernardeschi that got Dusan's mojo back, I don't give a fuck how we do it. Sign him, throw him on the sideline. I don't give a shit. I want him rubbing and tugging that entire squad at that point.
He's like, I go to Toronto. They teach me a metrosexual. This is how we do now. You try.
No,
yeah,
if anything, he taught Toronto metrosexual. Okay, Toronto's
pretty metro.
More. No, but like it got worse. You know what I mean? Like now every guy in Toronto has like a layer of clear coat on their nails. It's just standard.
Come on, Gypsy. Come on. Well done.
Yeah. His voice always surprises me how high his voice is.
Yeah.
Because like even like on the Festivus stream too, because like Beppe was saying, he's like, it's something a little bit different. Like he's like, there's a little bit more attentiveness coming from Dusan where you didn't see it before, and it's like I saw it today. I'm like, did this guy inhale like vapor rub or something like that, or pneumonia or something?
Maybe he started just taking responsibility. Like at the end of the day, I think in anything, if you take full responsibility for your position in anything that you do in your life,
Could you just change your display name now to Vestman every
to
time
Vestman?
we come on?
I can do that. I can change it to Vestman. I can change like the subhead to Vestman.
Yeah, Vestman.
But if you take responsibility for your actions and you take responsibility for your play on the field, like the second he starts to do that, like that's all we wanted from him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like it's proof that he has the capability and he has the skills to make it work, because he was pulling off like fucking back heels and shit, and it was working. It wasn't like it was going to nowhere. You know what I mean?
Everything's just a little bit more polished, it seems.
A little bit more polished, and I think that the other thing is it's a little easier for him, I think, with Yildiz, because I think after what Yildiz did at Frosinone, Mourinho probably sat everyone down and was like, don't sleep on this fucking kid.
Well, the whole world's paying attention, I think, at this point.
You know, so they doubled. They tried to like just say like, hey, we don't know what he's capable of, so we're just going to double man mark him out, and they're not going to pass to him. Kind of like what Inter did with Caviglia.
Yeah, and I mean that it's great. It's great to see, right? That's what you want, is you want both your forwards or whoever you are getting to join the attack, you want them all to be a threat so that the defense can't take a break. They have to mark everyone, and if they try to overload one side, you're going to be punished somewhere else.
I mean, like that's how you exactly. That's like football 101 with creating overloads, right?
That's just sports 101 in general. Like that's just sports.
And it's also like just proving that like Allegri's just pulling the Obi-Wan Kenobi and just being the master of the most basic lightsaber style.
Well, that's if you look at high performance teams, what do? They master the basics, figure out the basics, then you move on.
And the other thing is that if we have a player that's capable of supplying things through the middle, after we've been spending so much of this time being potent on the wings, it is going to really, really confuse other teams.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. They won't know how to cover you properly.
They won't know how to cover us at all.
This team, honestly,
it's getting there.
Explode. It could explode in the second half.
It's getting there. It's getting there. If we get one really good signing, or even if it is like just DeCilio being back and Berna being available, do you know what I mean? Like, no, literally, because for all we know, like something happens, right, and then we play one day like, I don't know, availability yields itself to we end up playing, I don't know, a 3-4-3 with a front three of like Weah, Yildiz, and Vlahovic, and all of a sudden we score 4 goals. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what could still happen and what the season could yet yield.
I thought you were going to say a front three of Weah, Yildiz, and Bernadeschi.
No, I thought he was.
Bernadeschi's playing at a double pivot with Rabiot, and we're all like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm back. Well done.
Oh, man.
Come on, you there. Come on.
I would love if he just sat on the bench and cheerleaded with Pinsolio. I'd be perfectly content with that.
Like, that's the thing. Like, maybe all we need is just like the one like locker room guy that just tells Loca, like, you're the best long ball specialist I've ever seen in my entire life.
So long.
You're
I love how long.
So good. Your balls are so long. Your balls are so. Do you know that? Like, so for a while, in the Empire State Fan Club, at least the people that frequented the bar that we watched games at, which I wasn't able to make it out to today. We had like a joke about Leo, about Bonucci, and he was either liability Leo or he was long ball Leo, but we would just do that bit from Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's like, you got long balls, Leo. You got long balls. So yeah, no, like that might be all it takes. You know what I mean? Is like just, you know, somebody that gives you know, Loca the confidence to take more shots from outside of the box, or somebody that just says, you know, Rabiot, you getting in behind is the secret to unlocking our midfield, and all of a sudden he has more goal output than Barella does. You know what I mean? Because it's proof. Like today, when he gets in behind, good things happen for us.
Oh, he can do it. I just feel
he just does it.
Well, he's on defensive duty all the time, whereas today the midfield was left open and he was able to step up.
So then how do we get him open? You know, maybe someone else gets him open. Maybe, you know, Kostic, you know, rolls his ankle, and then we can't sell Illing in the winter because we need him there. And then all of a sudden, Illing pops off and is drawing a lot of more attention on the wing and leaving Rabiot open in
that could
space.
Be, anything.
You know,
any of that kind
like
of stuff.
It's just that, like, you can feel it. You can feel it. It's like I feel like my hand's on the sheet and I can feel the good. It's on the other side. And we just have to break through that little bit more, that little extra.
Yeah, just open it up. And people saying, I think we're missing number 10. Talk about creative output. It doesn't have to be a 10 per se, but Yildiz is showing
I would say an 8, 10 kind of guy. I don't know what Yildiz would play like with more midfield responsibilities.
But if you had Yildiz more of the 10 role and then you had a creative 8, and I think that's what a lot of agree on.
Like this is a very Max thing, right? Because Max's thing is he starts the season in one formation and usually transitions to another one.
We'll see if he does. I don't know if he will. I mean, the 3-5-2 is
so we don't know, but he could do like he could change the middle and the way that middle 5 looks. In a lot of ways.
Did we not talk about how he's like the most improved?
Yeah, I think we've been mentioning.
Yeah, I literally said that.
You want us to like go and stroke him off a second time? Like, is he ready?
Double tap.
Like, I know I'm done.
I literally
after
threatened to stab people in the throat. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Bones. But it's just that's something, you know, he could change the midfield to play like more of a diamond, you know what I mean, and not really necessarily play so much with the wing backs and experiment that way, because you could play with Cambiasso kind of being able to drift central as well if you play him wide, or the fact that McKennie can occupy both those spaces. If you put him on the right side of a diamond midfield, what does that look like? What do we look like with the diamond midfield? What do we look like with this? And Max being prone to tinkering and things like that, we don't know what he's going to come up with coming out of the winter, because he's going to experiment with something.
There's no real break this time though, so I don't know if it's like
it's still
all of a sudden.
It's just because the fixtures reset. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is maybe your time where you can like look at, hey, okay, this is how we played when we played them last time. How do we do something different? What are we going to do differently? And then he might find that like stroke of genius, like when he decided to transition us from a back three, we were playing the 3-5-2, and then he went and figured out that 4-2-3-1 with Mandzukic playing as like a left winger, and it was the best thing we've ever seen, you know. And so we don't know what's going to happen, so I just kind of have like, it's kind of like the Mercato thing, like I just kind of like rock with it, you know, like let's just fucking see what happens.
Rock out with your vest out, guys.
Yeah, get your pins popping, baby.
Oh man. Did we go on about murder?
Well, yeah, because I said I'd stab somebody in the throat.
Oh, right.
Take his McKinney.
And Bones is talking about double tapping, so it's murdery.
It's a little murdery.
You do the double tap to make sure he stays down.
Yes.
That's the whole point,
yes.
You know. So
but really, if you're hitting just center mass, usually puts most things down.
Hearts and minds, right? One in the heart, one in the head.
Yep.
That's how the professionals do it. Anyways,
so you break their will and their spirit.
Yeah, if you guys haven't realized, I watch a lot of that.
I watch a lot of it.
I watch a lot. And
he
Colin's
watches a lot of beheadings on
yeah, I love that stuff. No, Colin's also got me into this Ready or Not game as well, which is a tactical SWAT thing, so I'm all like I'm in the zone. It's super hard. Like you die constantly. It sucks. Like in real life. It's a lot like real life. You just get
with guns.
So you're sure you just don't suck at it?
I mean,
GG, bro.
There's
Get
that.
good.
There's definitely that, but no, it's legit hard.
Have you tried getting good?
Yeah.
Well, whatever. You never said you'd play with us, so
I don't have the time to.
Then there's the excuse. But no, it's one of those games like you turn a corner, you get shot in the face, it's game over kind of.
So don't turn that corner like that. Come on.
Yeah, just don't turn the corner.
Sometimes just gotta throw the guns around, you know.
Just
flashbang into the wall, bank it off, blind the guy. Then
no, it's a super hard game. It's very,
I'm sure
very technical. Yeah.
Sure, it's not.
But anyways, that's my aside.
That's Football Manager, but the division.
Pretty much.
No, the division is not even close to being like a real anything. There's nothing real about that shit. So that's
I don't play any of that shit.
Yeah, I've never played division either. It's I don't know. It's fodder. Stuff's all fodder. But anyways, I think that's the point. We talked about murder, and we got to murder the show now.
Absolutely.
the awkward way to end a show. Let's talk about murder.
Murdered some ankles.
Yeah, because I think we've covered everything. Everybody, all the folks that called in spoke their piece. Everybody's probably in the New Year's Eve mood and getting plastered eventually. No, but I think this pretty much wrapped it up best way possible. We won 1-0. We shithoused the shithouse team in a sense. 2 points by an Inter.
We shithoused the shithousers.
Yes, we did. And yeah, I think it's a good time to sign off. Dave, cue the music.
Oh, baby.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this match day live stream with it's a whole bunch of things. Your pregame show, your match show, and your postgame call-in show, where we got all of them in there for you. Just some housekeeping notes. Obviously, if you haven't liked it, please like the damn video. And if you haven't subscribed, stop lurking.
We need 6 more.
6 more. 6 more, folks. And just so you guys know, Dave and I will be filming the day after tomorrow, and we'll report where it's just Dave and I having a cordial conversation on stuff tomorrow. And
not
then,
the day after tomorrow, Aurelia De Laurentiis' greatest film that he did 10 years ago, but like we're filming the day after, but we're doing it tomorrow.
Oh, I
it's a discussion.
He does that.
Yeah. And then Wednesday, we'll have the tinfoil hat show. So again, news articles, send them into the Discord. If you are not into the Discord, get into the Discord. So send in any funny things that you want Dave and I to react to, and we'll cover that on the tinfoil hat show. And we will see you guys. In theory, we'll see you guys in pre-recording tomorrow. So we'll catch you later.
Parasocially, we will see you tomorrow night. And then live, but also still parasocially on Wednesday night, where we will do our midterm report cards. Guys, get in the Discord. Get in the competition. Shirts to win. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Tall and everyone else who joined, thank you very much. and everyone have a great night.